I think she
Yeah,
said we're
Faith.
close to the end. Yeah, yeah.
Faith said we're close to the end. We are live now. Hi everybody. We're starting. We're gonna wait for people to filter in a little bit.
Hello,
I don't know
hello,
if you would like to
everybody.
assist me by linking us in
Yeah,
because we're already linked on Twitter, so you can throw candy
yeah,
generosity.
yeah. And put the link on the Twitter.
Yeah, since my in oh, can you also throw in like in the chat as like voting on tier list at 10. Chat chat
Voting.
chat. Someone has the loading. Jennifer, hi Jennifer. How did you get the
Hmm.
loading bar thing? Hi Mike. Hi Mike.
Hello, hello.
Mike and us had a funny chat on Friday while you were. I think you were streaming with Wave. Um,
Mm.
I was doing Pokemon Black, and we had a lot of we had puns with the name Iraq
Mm-hmm.
because it's like I was in a desert for part of the level, and I was moving boulders, and it's like I got to move this rock, and then the Charlie Brown. Do you know the Great Pumpkin Charlie Brown?
I'm familiar.
So my favorite line from the Great Pumpkin Charlie Brown was when they're going trick or treating and everyone's like, I got a Tootsie Roll, I got a
Oh
lollipop,
yeah,
and then
yeah,
Charlie, I got a rock.
yeah, yeah.
And there was a lot of double entendres and funny. Also, the Pokemon Shelmet, apparently according to Mike, it looks like a penis instead of lips, which I don't know that I agree with. I don't know
Mm-hmm.
if you want to look at that yourself and determine
Uh,
whether or not.
I feel like
Um,
I've seen that Pokemon before. What's it
so
called again?
Shelmet.
Shelmet. Yeah, that's what I thought.
For
I
all we
feel
know,
like
we
I,
caught it in the stream or something like that.
yeah, yeah. Yeah, because I feel like I looked it up once whenever it came in the stream. Yeah. Shelmet?
He said it looked like penis.
Look, I'm not gonna sit here and pretend to be a penis expert, but I. Where?
The lips. He said the lips like Shelmet's
Oh,
lips.
oh, I know what he's talking about. I know what
It's
he's
like
talking
it
about.
very
Kind of.
looks like a crudely maybe like a like
Yeah, yeah.
I don't see. I don't even see it. Very phallic. Like, see, Jennifer,
Yeah.
you and Mike. I know you all don't know really like later like Gen 5 and onward Pokemon. You're not gonna fucking know. Like, I don't think anyone back then, because Gen 5 came out when me and I don't know if Jason will be in stream, but like back when me and him were playing this as like young teens, and Generation 5 comes out and we're like all these Pokemon designs. I don't think anyone thought penis. As
Yeah.
Char's eyes always glowed. I don't know, Leafy. I don't know.
No,
I don't know.
I have different eye colors. I thought I would change it up because today is going to be special because it's final day of birthday. So red is my default color. Then I have yellow eyes, I have green eyes, and I have blue eyes
Is
for
it
this
sad?
model.
Is it sad? Final birthday.
Mm,
It's sad, but
Final
it's
birthday.
bittersweet. We're always gonna have this
Yeah,
game. As far as I know, there might be other media with Hatoful Boyfriend.
yeah, yeah, yeah.
So
Possibly.
weird. This is maybe not the end. That's why I said like maybe in the tweet. I'm like the very final of all time maybe stream
Yo,
because
oh
it's like
God.
we could come back and reassess because like again it's not like we're the only people who have ever talked about Hatoful Boyfriend, but nobody
Yeah,
fucking
yeah,
covers this stuff.
yeah. Nobody ever does it justice when they talk about it. That's
No.
the thing.
What is after birds?
Mm,
So I'm thinking for like a week or two, maybe we do the KFC dating thing because it's free and
yeah,
it's
yeah,
it'll take me into Thanksgiving and that'll give me a little bit of
yeah.
time to figure out what we're doing. I was thinking about doing because Charlie really likes Higurashi, and
Yes, yeah.
I watched the first season of the reboot of the anime and I enjoyed
Mhm.
Higurashi.
It's one
And
of my childhood animes. It got
yes,
me through my parents' divorce.
I'm biased because I have green eyes. Oh,
Thank
oh.
you, Jennifer. Thank you.
So Mike, if you're still there, are you still convinced about it being a penis?
I
Are
can
you still?
kind of see what they were talking about. I
I
could
mean,
see
like
it.
I have to really think because I was like a penis where, and I'm like, no, that's its foot because I was like, oh, the little, because like Shelmet has the little
Mhm.
helmet feet.
Yeah, yeah.
Shelmet is also adorable. Have you thought about Monster Camp? I have not thought about Monster Camp. I don't even know what that is.
That sounds familiar.
I've thought about a lot of things. Because, like, collabing with Charlie is fun, because if we have any dialogue stuff, even if it's a game, like, we can read things, and I'm like, there's a lot of theoretically possible things, but I do want to stick to the visual novel kind of genre if we can, because that gives us ample, like, back and forth banter, and, like, you're never going to change my mind. Look. Look. I did not in a million years thought penis looking at the Shelmet lips, because it's got like the it's not like Cubert lips. It's like, a competitive dating sim? Competitive.
How do you compete?
Is Charlie gonna kick my ass in the dating sim? Is that what's gonna go on? She'll
If
raise
there's
them up better than I can.
If there's anything I know, it's dating sims.
Yeah, I know. That's why I'm like, I'm out of my element. This is like the first dating sim, like actual visual, because I've played some that involve like games and stuff like that. But this is the first visual novel, like choose your own, like making choices has consequences dating sim I've ever done.
Oh yeah. Make the wrong move and a character will run into the infirmary and never come out.
Oh yeah, but by the way, guys, I didn't put it in the title because I didn't want to make it super long. Okay, yeah, you can put it in degeneracy, I guess. Or you could just send it to me. I think you probably have my DM, whatever. But either or. And we're at 10 p.m. We're going to do voting on all the characters because we're doing character tier list. I believe that the end of this game will only take us an hour. So at about 8:45 we will enter into that boss battle that we've been sitting on for a week. And hopefully by about 9:55 p.m. we will have actually finished playing Hatoful. I say hopefully, but it's, again, really bittersweet. I don't want to be done with this.
Yeah. I'm a little sad that it's over because this game was
the good part of the game too. Like,
yeah, this game is like a lot more better than the people who recommend it describe it.
Yeah, I mean, for me, like my understanding of like the characters, we went so deep with them. We got so much. The plot was so freaking good, and the characters I like legitimately. There is no F tier on that tier list because I said, like, if they're a minor enough character that we could warrant F tier, it wouldn't really truly warrant it. But even so, like, none of the characters I would put in F tier. I would hesitate to put it in the main characters even in D tier. Because I like all of them.
Yeah, like I was saying, I think before stream, is like with Sakia is the one I'm torn, because
yeah, well, I'm not gonna say what I'm voting Sakia, and I don't think you should let that slip either yet.
But which we don't have an F tier, so it's fine for me to say. I guess like normally after everything.
I would understand a D or F tier vote for Sakia prior to the Mega Chungus finale.
Yeah, that's why I'm torn.
This is our fourth stream for the finale, because it was that one last route. I thought maybe like one or two streams, you know.
Yeah.
Boy, was I mistaken.
With Sakuya, like in like our little main thing where it's just, you know, us romancing the characters, he doesn't have much growth. He doesn't have much. He's just a spoiled rich kid, and then he's racist on top of that, and it's like, yeah, I don't like that. And
did you put the thing in promo?
Oh fuck. No,
it's okay. We've been going on about it. That's why I'm giving us a little bit of time, because
yeah.
Fake Bulbasaur. Yes, I know you. You are. I know you in real life. I know you. I mean, there could be some deductions done.
Yeah.
But
he's also done like so much growth, like in this character like thing. Like, he's not that spoiled little rich kid anymore. It's like, who'd have known all that Sakia had to do to stop being a racist, spoiled brat was have a human die. was have Protag die. She just had to do that. And it's like, damn, now Sakia is not, like, terrible.
I still don't... For those of you, by the way, major spoilers for the game. If you want to watch like all of the streams up until now, and then watch this, because this is going to be like the very end of the final plot line, and then we're going to go at 10 p.m. and we're going to do the voting.
Yeah.
And also, I'm at 32 subs. If I hit 35, I will consider doing the triple shot. I will consider it. I promise for 40, but 35 I might do as well, just because I do like these milestones, and we're able to actually hit some of them.
Yeah,
and it makes me happy, because I'm happy that... Definitely subscribe if you already haven't. Hit like, do all the things. This is This is a happy channel.
Yeah, it's fun to celebrate the milestones. Yeah. Also, Discord stopped screen sharing again.
Oh no. I'll put it up. Hold on.
Okay, thank you.
Oh, thank you, Leafy, by the way, because you shared the thing. Screen share. I don't know why I did that. It's probably because we haven't. Maybe it just auto doesn't like to.
Yeah.
Okay, because yep. All right,
okay,
you should be able to see it.
Yeah, we're good now.
Okay, we're good.
Hello.
Sent all 3 games. Hello, Rebecca.
Hello.
All right, so let's see. This is probably gonna trigger something, but let's see. Voting at 10 EST. Boink. Then I'm gonna have to change my model again, because I'm pretty sure I hit hotkeys. Yep.
Oh yeah. You're feeling every emotion humanly possible right now.
I always do this to myself. I always do. It's definitely during Pokemon, because...
Oh, yeah. It happens to us all. We all end up hotkeyed up. Yeah,
well, it's because I haven't gone, like, it would be the kind of thing where, I could just go ahead and, like, actually, like, put correct hotkeys, so every time I hit a letter, I wouldn't have to do this, but, it'd be like that. Anyway, in a couple minutes... Chim Chim Cherie. In a couple of minutes, we will start game and pick up. We're basically like a final boss battle again.
Awesome.
And it's intense. Like, a quick recap for those of you who don't know or don't remember. We've got a boss battle because Ryota is now like a zombie. Or something. He's got like that red eye thing going on.
He sort of killed Protag because Protag is the Scarecrow now.
Yeah, I know.
And it turns out the doctor serial killer is also a genie, and that's what's going on.
All right, well,
Charlie would lay pipe on all the characters. Awesome. Thank you, Leafy. Thank you.
We're gonna load.
Oh yeah.
Load here. It's 10:31. Yeah, this is Halloween. Ryota Texorus Meliota Funis appears. Just scary. Angel's turn. Oh, Angel. All right, Angel.
Alright.
I am Christmassy and dressed up all fancy like me. Alright, what do you...
Let's see, Angel's turn.
This is your Angel.
Pure Wings Awaken.
Let's go.
Textorus Meliota Funis, now is my time to break Wallenstein's spear. Hear the call of Red Lotus.
It was Wallenstein's call, but...
Yeah.
San's turn. Let's go. Alright, should I do coup? We're coup!
Yes.
I'm gonna do double coup.
Yeah.
Coup! A violent Ryota's not a good Ryota. Come to your senses.
Kazuaki's turn.
That'll be you.
Yeah. We're gonna go with comeback.
Come back.
We're all trying our best for you, Kuwara. Come back to us.
I didn't know he would make attacks. I knew like Angel and Oko-san would throw some punches.
Yeah.
Doctor
So wild though.
I'm gonna do. Listen to me. Do you not care? Do you plan to destroy all we've gained? Stop, Kawara. This is not the path you must travel. Alright, do we have anyone else? Question mark turn.
Hello?
Oh,
Jeez, Ryota, you're causing every birdie trouble.
oh, hey, do you think it's our
Pro
team?
tag? I'm thinking it's pro tag.
Oh.
I don't want to see you like this either. I'm the only Berserker class character this story needs.
Berserker class.
Wake up already, Ryota.
Ryota was defeated.
Defeated.
Question mark. Dude, I
think
see.
it's pro
That wasn't
tag.
even a boss battle that involved any. It was just kind of like a gimme. But
Yeah,
I thought
yeah.
it might be something like, but I was like, I don't know. So I was just like,
Wow.
Kara, pull yourself together. Do you want this?
No, I don't.
Zaworld. If only you could do
Yeah.
Zaworld. I would like if we could have
yeah.
done it.
Yeah.
Coco! Ryota's a vegetarian and shouldn't exert himself. I guess that's
I don't know how that's relevant, but
Dude,
thank you.
he's pogging on Ryota because Ryota does not eat meat. It's like, don't exert yourself. You don't have any energy. You don't get the protein. Oko-san
Yeah.
is bait.
I don't want any meat to make anyone sad. The remitter reactivated? Fascinating. It should not have been possible for some hours yet. Disease is half the mind after all. Outlook is pretty important.
I mean, disease is half of I don't know if I agree with that. Unless
Yeah,
it's
I
brain
don't-
cancer, then it's definitely all in the mind. But
Yeah, I'm not sure I agree with Kazuaki there, but, you know, he's a teacher, so what do I know?
okay. So Zawarudo is something
Yeah.
that Dio says means the world. It's his standard
Yes.
activation where he freezes time. That is a spoiler if you have not seen JoJo's Bizarre Adventure. Sorry for any of you,
Yeah.
but also the
Yes.
best standard. Definitely.
Yeah.
See?
Thank you, Lee.
Leafy nose. Leafy nose.
Yeah. Dio, our best
See,
boy.
Dio, the disease is half in the mind as well. It's half in your mind, half in your bloodstream.
I
'Cause it
suppose
likes
this
to be
means...
freaky.
Yeah. I suppose this means my data was insufficient.
I mean, also that Ryota was not going to do that.
This is the end, Dark Sorcerer Wallenstein.
I have 3 voices, and one of them is a ghost.
Be judged by the Crimson Breast.
Wait,
Wait, Angel. It's not just his fault.
why do you protect him? He's the one who did this to you.
Tell me, Doctor. Why did you go so far to grant my wish? Why did I grant your wish? My reason is nothing of note. It is not worth telling. This was merely an experiment that has now come to an end. You must have had a reason. You aren't the sort to go around talking to children without some purpose. I just want to know the answer to everything. Triple Daniel asks, I don't know your answers. The answer is nowhere near as glamorous as you're expecting, I assure you.
What is his answer?
Hey, good morning, Lisa. Sorry to spring this on you, but could you take a look at these? What is it, sir? You seem excited. It's amazing. The healers we got earlier. Healers? Ah, the healer cells from last month. Yeah, them. From an unusually old human. Aiding science even after death. Can't we at least call the samples by their proper name? I've always been serious like that, Isa. These samples are like sweet lovebirds. Touch them with kindness and they respond beautifully.
By the way, I have no clue who the hell is talking.
I think we're learning the backstory to the doctor, because remember earlier Yuya called him Isa and we were like, what the fuck, why is he calling him Isa?
So
remember?
Leafy over here, Zawardo is from making Jotaro seem like he ejaculated prematurely to Kakyoin's touch. What? I'm confused about that.
I agree.
Explanation? What does this have to do with Kakyoin and Jotaro?
You just have to watch the anime.
I have seen the. I don't understand. I'm trying to remember at what point this would have been relevant.
You don't remember when Jotaro ejaculated? Oh my gosh, that's our favorite episode.
I don't remember that being a thing.
Anyway! Just how many lovebirds do you have? Again?
As many as Yuya.
Perhaps you should call them pet birds instead.
Ooh.
Maybe you're right. Anyway, look at this. We've been looking into cancer cell immortality. This. Indeed, these results are amazing. You're quite lucky with these things. It was all about love. Or intuition.
I thought you came to Kakyoin's touch, but it was IDEO! I've always forgotten the most important arc in Stardust Crusaders. Oh my god.
Yep.
Maybe I have. I gotta refresh my. I thought I just watched Stardust Crusaders recently too.
That too.
I know that it was me berry stuff. I know that.
Kawara Ryuchi. Quite possibly is the most gifted researcher alive.
Kawara. Oh, so he's related? He's related to Ryota?
Oh yeah. Possible.
Because Ryota's last name is Kawara.
Yeah. I caught that. I was just like, it took me a minute. He has the abilities and intuition that not even he can explain. I probably should have did that in my doctor voice. Hey, good morning, Issa. Nice weather, huh? Makes me want to do something outside, you know what I'm saying? It's already evening. I believe one normally switches to good evening around now. It's good morning whenever I get up, Issa. Get distracted by things in your common life and you'll miss the greatest discoveries in your life. Sophistry?
Sophistry?
Yeah, I can read.
It's okay. That sophistry is like, I don't even think that's a SAT, or that's like beyond that. That's like for posh ass people. It's like it goes over the head of our boy Sakia.
Yeah. Hey, good morning, Issa. Whoopsie, we're low on cash. Here, was this the one? I didn't ask you to pick it up for me. Here, take it. It's not like we're running out. Drop it on your waist. You sound like a pushy salesman. Your right wing is injured, right? If there's anything I can help you with, just ask.
Thank you for the Christmas cap.
I've been doing fine so far.
Hello. Oh, hey, Jason. Hey, Jason. You missed. You may have missed Friday, but it's always there because, like I said, it's not Twitch. You should go rewatch because that was hilarious. A lot of the stuff that happened. But also, if you're interested in waiting on, because I know you haven't got up to the final story arc here, you can just come back like what's the word again? Lurk. You should lurk until 10 p.m. 10 p.m. is when we do voting. By the way, for tonight. For anyone who doesn't know, we're gonna be voting at 10 p.m. on the tier list. Because I think we're at the end. What?
Yeah, also, no worries. You're not that late. We kind of, like, just started. So
we only started actually reading this stuff 10 minutes ago. So, you're good. You're good.
Hey, good morning, Lisa. Can I say something? What is it, sir? I am somewhat busy. You're always busy. If I waited for you to take a break, I'd die of old age before I got to say. Talking like this gets us nowhere. Guess what? I had a kid! Oh, you're right. I see. Congratulations. What? Don't you have anything else to say?
So for context, this is Isai, I believe, is Dr. Shu, right?
Yeah.
Shu. And then the other character is Ryota's dad or mom or something. Ryota's parent.
Yeah. Not particularly. Thank you. Reproduction is very natural for all living creatures. Of course, were I to become a father, I would feel bad for the child, given my habit of locking myself away in my laboratory. The only bird who I ever recognized.
Yeah, you can catch up. It's all good. I've had a crazy week myself, and I might even talk about it too.
The only one I ever recognized as worthy of my respect. Hey, good morning, Isa. I brought you something cool. What is it? A fossil. Look at it. It's huge.
Turns into Aerodactyl or some crap.
You act like an excited child. Hey, I like geology too. It tempts me with my spouse breach.
With spouse breach? What on earth is that?
I wonder, is that like what the birds call their spouse? Why not just say spouse?
Tempts me with spouse breach. I like.
Is that a real word? Let me Google that.
All right, so my guess, if I were to take a random guess, it's like birds don't have the same like I said, the concepts of birds aren't necessarily the same as us in terms of like a social morality. So maybe it's like, cheating.
Oh yes, you're actually kind of right. So I googled it. When a married person has sex with somebody who is not their spouse, it is called spouse breach or adultery. Okay.
So adultery with the geology itself is what they're trying to say.
Okay.
It's like, I love it so much. I love geology. This is freaking Randy Marsh from South Park.
Yeah.
Geology.
Want to fuck the Zawarudo. Exactly. I get to. I will carry on your research while you are out then. Go on. Dang, you're cold. Hey, listen. Want to come with me on the business trip sometime? Field observation is fun. My next one's at the start of the month. Well, I'm interested in your work, sir. I am partway through a fascinating process at the moment. Perhaps another time. Yeah, I'll invite you next time then. I bet traveling with you would be a blast. Field observation is not exactly sightseeing. I will make sure to open my schedule though. Aww. She had a friend! His last moments were dreadfully anticlimactic.
Ryota's dead.
Yeah. Because we already know that
I was gonna
Ryota's
say his
dad
mom.
is dead.
Yeah, I was gonna say his mom is the sick mom. This has gotta be his dad.
Yeah. He fell ill with a disease endemic to the island. By the time he returned home, he was so emaciated, one could barely recognize him. He had watched many other birds succumb to disease. So I was sure that he would die in this examination room, surrounded by his family. Issa, I always knew this was a possibility. Yes, sir. I don't regret the way I did things. No, sir. But I just remembered I do have one regret. Triple down your ass. Yes, sir? I've never done anything a father's supposed to do. I promised to take time off for the first time in years.
Dude, he's gonna be a better father than Goku.
But anyways, I want you to do me one favor, Issa. Turn my son into a zombie robot. If you ever run into my son, can you do something for him in my stead? A rather vague request. He's too nice. He'd never ask for something, even if he wanted it. I suspect he inherited that trait from his father.
Hold up. This wasn't like, yes, I want to see all of this happen. It's like, well, I'm gonna do this for you. It proceeds to murder the world.
His only friend was Ryota's dad, and so his dad was like, hey, take care of my son when I die, and
do what he wants you to do. If he ever asks, do something, do something for the kid.
Yeah, be there for my son. He's like, yeah, I got you. Let me just fuck up his life. That's what I'll do for your son. Ahaha. Anyway, if you ever happen to meet him, you don't have to go out of your way to find him or anything. Very well. I shall remember. What is his name? Ryota. It's Kawara. Ryota. You vanished from my life before I ever told you my feelings. And I've chased your shadow since then. Is this what they mean by quitting while you're ahead? Or was it just cowardice? No matter how I study life, its past, its future, I will never be able to surpass you.
Oh, so it was like, this is Dr. Shu is the Caesar clown to this man's Vegapunk. He's like his buddy who's a little bit better at this than he is.
Uh-huh.
That's crazy.
And that was my only goal. Kawara Ryota, the son of Dr. Kawara, carrying half his genetic material and otherwise unrelated. Fuck his mom.
Exactly.
But this boy, he may be the only way for me to catch your shadow now.
I see. 7th class end. Alright. 8th class. Oh boy, is this the end, I think?
Mayhaps. When your father died, my world was altered. One might say that his influence over me grew after death, both good and for ill. Kawara Ryuchi. All I can recall of him now is his voice and the color of his wings. He rarely returned home, leaving Mother and me alone. You did this to carry out my father's will? What the fuck did my dad wish for?
Exactly.
You misunderstand. This was not just a parting kindness between colleagues. I was in love with him.
I know.
I doubt that there is anyone in this world with a stronger sense of duty than mine. This was his final challenge for me. Experiment on my son, he said. Turn him into your puppet, he said, and you will see the results. But your refusal is hardly rational. I was only trying to grant your wish. Then you had it, and had you but accepted, it would be so. That is such a weird sentence. Are you dissatisfied with something? A world without strife? A world where no one will have a loved one stolen from them? That is the world I wish for. I never asked for a world where the human race is killed.
He's like your bad genie.
Yep. A pity that you did not say so 8 years ago. That is what you said!
If you just specified, I wouldn't have had to do all this.
Yeah, you think going... Like, he went up to both Protag and Ryota, because they've been best friends since childhood. He went up to both of them, asked their wish. They have the same wish. Their wish was like world peace. Their wish wasn't, hey, how about the human race die out? Ryota, when he was a little baby child, didn't say, hey, you see my friend here? Fucking hate her. I want her dead, as well as everyone else like her. Like, he didn't say that.
The end draws an eye, I believe. What absurd contract was this?
There is no power in prayer.
Wow, Ryota.
I should have never met you. Doctor, my wish ends today. Father is no longer in this world. There is no reason for you to chase after his final will anymore. Oh, ho, 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 ho! You whore!
Ha 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 ha.
Does this mean you're sympathizing with me? Oh, how I have fallen. I can feel his pitying gaze on me even now. Very well, the contract ends today. And I must admit defeat. It is not over yet. We must open the gates of Tartarus and depths of the abyss.
We only have about 10 minutes until the humans come in from above.
I love how Saki was like, just let me translate that.
Yeah. That's usually how Char laughs. Oh. Is that usually how you laugh?
Yeah, I go like, oh. I see you are still alive, gentlemen.
Yo.
Mr. Leone! I bring with me all those who had taken refuge in the gym.
Well, it's like something out of a science fiction movie. I bet it was built by MIBs. What, the Men in Blacks?
Yes.
Rad.
Well, I guess nobody's panicking anyway. Mr. Shirogane, I will recover Sakazaki's body before I leave. Have no fear.
I'm grateful to you.
The exit is no doubt activated by the vital signs of the researchers who worked here. Correct. Do not fear, I shall lead you to it.
Did we just, friendship along the way, Dr. Shu?
Yeah, I think we destroyed him with the power of friendship.
Coco! The doctor's even creepier when he's being cooperative.
I do not base my actions on foolish pride or emotion. I carried out an experiment, and I have now attained the result. I have nothing more to gain or lose here. But whole tag is still dead.
No. Is that everyone? Thank God. Shall we go, Koara? Can you stand?
Yeah. But
We need to bring Cuck with us.
I think everyone else has gone outside.
Doctor, I shall not forget what has taken place here. Once we are outside, I shall see that you face judgment. Character building?
Mm. Your words are haughty and immature as always.
Hell yeah, that's the boy.
Do as you please, if you can. I mean, we have multiple witnesses to you admitting to murder.
I will indeed. Remember my face, villain.
Well, who knows? I find you uninteresting, so I may well forget.
Oh!
Damn!
The shade on this man.
Damn! God, I love shoes so much!
Oh.
I must think carefully about my plans once I am outside. I still have much research to...
Bang. What happened?
The doctor! A gunshot echoes through the room.
Don't tell me the humans got in.
The doctor collapses.
Madness! There should still be time before the humans...
Whoa! Did the teacher just...
Whoa!
Mister! Oh my god!
Whoa!
The most chill guy just lost his damn chill! Oh my god! Mr. Nanaki? A pistol in his hand.
Dude, is this the big reveal? We're finally gonna see what this man, like, all the chill goes away.
Oh. He wobbles over to the doctor, the same unsteady, careless gait as always.
Oh, what if he's a member of the Hawks party?
And... Ugh, gah! This is the end of your research.
See, I knew he was thinking about something. Like, all this time, he barely said a word, and he was like, just chill.
Yeah. I've told you before, I believe that, Nanaki, he kind of just bottles up what he's feeling and doesn't really talk about it. He just acts like everything's normal, which is weird in situations like this where it's like you're locked in a cage and you found out this guy murdered your student.
Yeah.
But yeah, he's not actually like chill on the inside.
Oh, no, he didn't just murder your student. He murdered your student, murdered another student, and tried to get another student like turned into a zombie drone.
Yeah.
Fake Bulbasaur and Candy Demon makes top tier content. I am appreciative of that. Although,
Thank you.
I am a fake Bulbasaur technically. That is not untrue.
Yeah.
I'm a Bulbacue.
Yeah,
what?
that's it.
Like, that's it. Damn.
Stop! The doctor should have a fair trial once we...
I mean, he already shot him twice.
A fair trial? What do you think, Doctor? Oh,
He
well...
can still talk?
He's not been shot. I am impressed at your acuity to attack my uninjured left side. I mean, he had a gun!
I know, you could just, like, blam and ended it.
But of course. Thank you. Tell me, Dr. Iwam... No, Issa. I need to bring him back with me. That's why I've done all this. Tell me, where is Nagaki?
Ugh!
Nanaki points his gun at the immobilized doctor.
Was that his original student? That he's like, I can't believe... I have to take revenge eventually when the time is right.
Okay, so... there might be multiple factors to this because, it is possible that Nanaki was probably one of his students. But then there's also the fact that, or maybe he suspected the doctor from the get-go, but was like, I have no proof he killed Nanaki. But, anyway, but he used, Nagaki's, disease to create the thing that killed,
You're right.
Protag.
You're right.
So he might also want, like, Nanaki's body to be somewhere where they can just get rid of his body and, not hurt the humans anymore.
You're right. You're right.
He looks quite prepared to shoot the partridge dead at any moment. Oh, is that it? Oh, I had quite forgotten. Mr. Fujishiro's brother. He was a quail. That was his brother!
What?
His brother! What? His brother!
That was his brother! I guess I'll go with Hitori. I don't know who this is. Nakaki,
this is a new
are you
person.
by yourself here again? You should play in the park with everyone else.
Fine.
Oh wait, no, actually Nagaki is my voice. You should have it.
Yeah.
I'm fine. I would just get tired. Isn't talking to me a waste of time, Hitori? You've been busy recently, have you not? I know we're short on money.
That's not something you need to worry about. We adults are working hard to make sure you don't have to worry.
And I must say, that is an interesting bird.
Yeah.
You're a child too, Hitori.
Oh yeah, that's really...
You're only 5 years older than me after all.
You don't think I should be working?
No, that's not what I meant. I can't do anything. I at least want to stay out of your way.
It's not about whether you're doing anything or not. You're part of the family, and we need you.
That doesn't help. With my body like this, I can't work or go to school. That's just how it is.
You're thinking too hard, Nagaki. Let's go pick some Malay in the yard. It's almost dinner time. A full stomach scares the bad things away. Right?
I mean, I'd like to think so.
Yeah.
September 2nd, 2180. Hatoful house, where the rest of the war orphans and I live together. I was always a little better at studying than the others, so I teach at the local school to help make ends meet. Going to work and coming home, every Friday we'll gather together and have supper. There are children who go to school, there are those who work like me, and children like Nagaki who stay home. Our family's a patchwork of ages and lives, but we always eat together on this day. What should we have? We might have enough left over, or we could pull our money and buy something. I had more work than usual last month, so I got paid a little more than usual. We'll get something nice. I'll head home and see what everyone wants first. But this day was different. Our home was surrounded by security vehicles. It's attacked by the Human Liberation Front. We can't let anybody in. We sent 2 human negotiators, but they were shot. Oh man.
Yeah, that was Protag's parents.
We're going to storm the place. Get back, it's dangerous. Hey, are you listening? I remember angry shots coming from every direction, but I couldn't tell what they were saying. The only things I could focus on were the gunshots from inside. Today was supposed to be our day. No one has ever been missing on a Friday before. No one can disappear today. We have to be together today, no matter what.
I'm gonna cry.
When I went in, the gunshots had stopped. All that was left were corpses of ruin and... I don't know if I did that very good. Everyone covered in blood and mobile. The humans, the security forces, and my family, what did we do? We had nothing. Our parents and our homes had already been stolen by humans. All we had left were each other. Why do they have to keep stealing from us? Why? Tori.
Oh.
You were outside. Good.
Nagaki, you're alive!
Oh yeah, sorry. Everyone else.
Tripled on your ass, I don't want to say.
I see. Nagaki was hiding in the innermost room. He must have heard everything from inside his hiding place. Human corpses are scattered throughout the room. Nagaki, were you afraid? I'm sorry.
I'm sorry.
Wasn't your fault, Hitori.
I wasn't here when you needed me.
Don't apologize, Hitori. I don't know how I could live if you were gone too. When I found him then, I didn't notice, but none of the human corpses in that room had been shot. Well, they were corpses.
This will be our room from now on. This house is just too big for the two of us.
Right.
It's a little lonely.
Yes. Tori, what should I do? Isn't there anything I can do to help?
You just have to be happy and well. Don't push yourself. We'll find something for you to do, okay?
I think this is you.
Okay. I almost noticed as soon as we moved out the Hatoful house.
I mean, we kind of back and forth a little, but I'm pretty sure this is Nanaki or Sensei, effectively.
Yeah. He was never very healthy to begin with, but he was getting worse and worse. What would start out as a slight cold would turn into a high fever and go on for days. It was painful to watch. Was it really just his weak body? I couldn't do anything. Should we get a doctor, Nagaki?
I'm fine. I'm fine.
Nagaki, wait. You still have a fever. Don't worry about the dishes. I'll take care of them.
I told you I'm fine.
Don't. If you just say how you feel outright, I'll feel better too, Nagaki, okay?
But
how about this? From now on, I'm fine isn't allowed.
What do you...
Whenever you say you're fine, you never are.
Liars. Okay.
Go to bed for now, okay? Tomorrow, I'm taking you to a doctor. Dr. Shu. This is highly unusual. Nagaki has a genetic condition which impairs his immune system.
Impairs his immune system?
All living creatures must inherit defense systems against viruses, and the lack from their parents, we call them an immune system. But Nagaki's is abnormally weak. Just like me, for real, for real.
That's why I get sick easily?
Indeed.
Oh, and by the way, Rebecca, I literally didn't even notice. I wrote it as Nai, not Nay.
He can become...
Oh,
wait,
it's
who?
yours.
Okay.
Yours.
He can become infected with diseases that bodies such as yours and mine would fight off easily. It's probably best if he avoids going outside, as that could bring him into more contact with more dangerous viruses. He would become seriously ill with little to no warning.
Please, can you cure him? I'll find whatever money it takes. He's the only family I have left.
I understand how you feel, but his condition is hereditary. I've never seen anything like it. Then how do you know it's hereditary? I'm sorry, but I can't help.
What's a nene the diseases?
Yep.
When the same thing happens to me.
We went to many hospitals? Or is this Nagaki?
I don't know. I don't know. You can read it, it's fine.
Okay, and I talked to many doctors. They all said the same thing. I can't help them. Someone please save Nagaki. Oh, did Genie Shu show up here?
Yeah.
Anyone. I'll do anything. We had been all alone, but we found a home together. And it was taken from us. And now this? Someone, please help us.
I did say, though, that teacher son kind of looked like a 20-something. Like, he wasn't, like, an old teacher.
Yeah. Soon after the start of 83, I got that backwards. The letter arrived. It was from a researcher from the St. Nation's Medical Institute. A Mr. Issa Soma. I have received a report about a boy named Fujishiro Nekaki from a doctor at a certain hospital. I believe I know what his condition is. It is extremely rare, so my fellow researchers and I would be grateful for a chance to assist in curing it. We hereby invite him to come study at St. Nation's. We believe that solving the riddle of his sickness will bring great advance to all of bird science. The medical center will pay for his tuition. St. Nation is a great school of great prestige. Our curricula and facilities are among the best in the world. The medical center is located on the school grounds. We propose that he live at the center out of concern for his delicate health. He will have access to professional medical expertise anytime he should need it.
Yeah, that expertise is just Dr. Shu.
Please consult with the rest of your family. If you are interested, contact me at the following address. I will be waiting.
Who?
Issa Soma.
Oh, that's a Dr. Shu boy.
This is amazing, Nagaki! I'm so glad we went to so many hospitals. I never expected an invitation like this!
I don't want to go. I want to stay with you, Tori.
But you'll be able to go to school. And I can only teach you what I know, and there's a lot I don't know. And you'll be able to make friends. The doctor, sir, will help you with your illness so you won't have to be sick.
Do you not want me here, Tori?
Of course I do! But I'm worried. If you were to get really sick, I wouldn't be able to do anything. I think it would be better for you to stay with the doctors. I'll be lonely by myself, but I can wait until you're better. Become strong, Nagaki, and then come back here. I'll wait for you however long it takes.
Okay. So, oh yeah,
okay, you
sorry.
do it. No, you can do it.
And so Nagaki enrolled in St. Nation's. There had been a lot of us at Hatoful House, and after I was with Nagaki. I was only living by myself for the first time, but I was more worried about Nagaki. I hope he makes good friends, but he's never been very sociable. At least he'll have an easier life there than here. Most importantly, they'll be looking for a cure. The summer of that year, he sent a lot of letters home. I'm going to be undergoing intensive treatment over the summer. I wanted to come home, but they said it would be better for me. How are you? I'll write again soon. I asked Dr. Issa about a meeting, but he said no. I'm not the only one here with an unusual illness, and I'll have to be very careful about who comes in. Summer's half over now. Is it hot out? The basement of the center is always the same light and same temperature. Aww. I miss you, Hitori. I'm fine, Hitori. Don't worry about me. But you banned word.
Nah, that's against the rules. That reminds me, did I ever tell you, in first grade, my teacher, she had a rule against saying the word can't. Like, she was like, you can't say that you can't do something. It was supposed to be like some inspiring thing, but it was like, really annoying because if you were to ever say the word can't, like they just acted like you just said a slur or something. Everybody in the class would go like, oh, you just said the bad word. And I remember one time, you remember when you were like very little and you were like leader for a day? Okay, so I was leader for the day and she asked me to go get some of the papers so that I could help pass them out. Now, I've always been like the shortest person in my class. So when I was trying to get the papers off like her thingy-madoo, I couldn't reach. So I was like, ma'am, I can't reach. Everyone in the class gasped and looked at me. It's like, I literally, like, that's not, I can't, what was I supposed to say?
Help me, I'm unable to reach. Like, you don't have some wise ass coming around. Like, was it can't? Literally the word can't. Like, can you say uncontracted, like cannot?
Yeah, they would correct us, and it's like, that's the same meaning though. Like, it was so annoying. It was so annoying. Like, you would always have to correct yourself and be like, I don't mean I can't, but like, I'm not tall. I was worried. Nagaki hadn't told me he was fine since he promised me not to 3 years ago.
That's a funny story. Cause see, this is like weird words that people are like, yo, don't say this. Why?
Yeah.
Because I said so.
I get what my teacher was trying to do, but it was dumb. What are they doing to him? Are they doing something bad to him? I tried calling Dr. Issa, but he always replied with, progress is good, everything is fine. If everything's fine, why won't they let me talk to him? I snuck into... That's probably Nagaki.
I snuck into the medical center. I need to know if he's really alright.
He said that he was undergoing intensive care in the basement? That must be where he is. How do I get there? I need the entrance to the basement. That was when I heard the alarm.
No!
I could hear urgent footsteps and the sound of wings. The building has all the most advanced equipment. They must have noticed me. But I was greeted at a corner not by guards, but panicked researchers. All shouting the same thing and heading for the exit. Fire! Fire! Oh. What?
Yeah, I figured that out a couple seconds ago. I was like, oh no.
A fire! Subject 00 set a fire! Call the fire department. A black smoke rolls towards me in the inner corridors. Did Nagaki accidentally kill his brother? Nagaki.
Yeah.
Where is Nagaki? Nagaki! Say something, please! Where are you?
This is awful.
It's happening again. Nagaki needs me and I'm not there. I always leave him alone when he's in pain. The smoke is clogging my lungs with its foul stench. But I run onwards anyway. Nagaki is in there, in a room filled with fire. Nagaki, it's me, Hattori. I'm here to save you. What happened? What did they do to you? Come on, we have to get out of here.
I'm sorry.
His face is clouded. He shuts the door. Lock, shut. Open the door, Nagaki.
Tori, I can't go outside anymore. I can't live anymore.
What did they do to you?
This is so awful.
I'm a fool. All this time I thought you were getting better. I thought you'd come home cured. I should be the one apologizing. Nagaki, please. Come home with me to our home.
Listen, Hattori. I recorded everything that happened here and hid in the library. It's wrong. This is the only way to stop them.
What are you talking about? We can talk later. I can't let you die.
Can you do me a favor, Hattori?
Anything. Please.
Please. Make sure there's nothing left of my body. And Oh my gosh.
Uzune Hitori. I had heard that he died after the fire, but it seems that our investigation was lacking. It's hardly easy to change your name and face. Nagaki.
That's so crazy.
It is.
He changed his whole look very, very much. Damn. That's a lot.
He's calling. He's calling me, you know? Issa, I came to greet Nagaki. Where is he?
Yo, he's deranged.
I see you're losing hold of your sanity. I'm serious. I've been waiting all this time from the very beginning. He told me what you were doing to him here. Then you closed the facility. I've been waiting for this, Issa. Waiting for you to open this place again. Ever since I joined the faculty. He's still here, isn't he? Nagaki. There were indeed some pieces of him left here after the fire. They would have degraded mere hours had I left them. If it pleases you to call those bits of meat Fujishiro Nagaki, I will not attempt to stop you. But those pieces have already been transferred into Mr. Kawara's body.
Ooh.
Ugh! You won't die just yet, Issa. Don't worry. Don't worry. So tell me, where is Nagaki? I have to take him home now. If by Nagaki you mean what was left of him after the fire, it is Mr. Kawara's liver.
What?
The cells from his body contain the coronavirus. They are now inside Mr. Kawara, parasiting him.
That's why he's always been sick.
Oh, is that it? I see.
No,
Thank
don't
you,
do
Lisa.
something crazy.
Just hang on a little longer. I need to ask Nagaki what he thinks I should do with you. Mr. Nagaki comes over to me. The same soft smile on his face as when he teaches class. Can you hear me, Nagaki? I'm sorry I made you wait so long. I'm here now.
Sir, it's
Sir,
me.
it's-
Oh, sorry.
Sir, it's me, Kawara Ryoto from your class. Please snap out of it.
I don't know what happened in the past, Nanaki, but this is not the time for such foolery. We only have a few more minutes before the humans enter the school grounds. It won't take them long to find this place.
We don't have time to take Nanaki to the fucking library. Could you move over for a second, Shirogane? I need to talk to Kawara.
Oh no.
He points the gun at Sakuya.
No.
I don't want a teacher to be a bad guy. I love him like a good guy. Sakuya, he's serious. It's too noisy in here. Come on, Kawara. Let's go into that room. Just the two of us.
Just the two of us. We can make it if you try. What are you thinking? Are you planning to lock yourself in? Open the door. Open it, I say.
Issa said he's in your liver, didn't he?
There's still so much more of the story I didn't know.
Where is the liver, I wonder?
Oh my god.
Do you know, Kawara? Sir, Nagaki would have never wanted this. He stares thoughtfully at my stomach, a knife in his hand. My body feels weak. I think I must have put too much in that fight earlier.
But we got our boy. Oko-san can save us.
I won't be able to resist. Nagaki. Nagaki. Nagaki, can you hear me? I've come to save you again. Where are you? Tell me. What part of Kawara do I need to cut open to find you? Nagaki. 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 Nagaki.
Yo, I was right all the way back in the beginning when I was like, yo.
Yeah.
This guy's a...
He's yandere, that's it. And you know what?
He's
It was
actually
a shock.
yandere.
It was kind of a shock at first, but, you know, I'm kind of into it. I'm kind of...
You're into it. This actually rose the teacher son on your list.
Yeah. Well, he was already S tier for me, but now it's like S plus.
Oh my god. You've got like 5 levels of S tier over there.
Yes, yandere as fuck.
Yeah. A lot of Nagakiing.
Nagaki, 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 Nagaki.
Yep.
Sir, listen to me. He moves the knife from one place to another, as if making an estimation. He's going to...
Yo, protagonist in 2 days. The Nouvelles, aka the Hungry Burger Support archetype, is going to be added to Master North. I'm happy about that, but this is not the time for that celebration. Oh my gosh.
How neat, how neat.
I did really want Hungry Burger Support, but...
Oh, I see. It's hide and seek. I'll look as hard as I can then. Just a little longer. We'll be able to go home in just a little bit, Nagaki. Together. Ugh! Stop it. Oh wait, that's probably Nagaki for real.
Stop it, Hitori. Did he get all the way down here?
Triple down your ways. The knife is stuck deep into the wall under my... I can hear Nagaki's voice. But I can't see him. His voice is coming from inside me.
What? Mr. Kawara. Let me use your body for a bit.
Okay. Go ahead.
This is crazy. Can you hear me, Hitori?
Of course. I've talked with you every night. You told me, Nagaki, to come get you. You told me to exact revenge on Issa.
No, Hitori, that was not me. I never told you to do that. Have you forgotten what I asked you to do, Hitori? The second thing.
I remember. Of course I remember. So let's go home.
Listen, Hitori. I am no longer here. I can no longer go home with you.
Who said that? Oh, I see. It was Issa, wasn't it? Only he would say something mean like that.
No, it wasn't him.
Don't worry, Nagaki. I'll take care of him in a minute. Don't worry.
Hitori, I never asked for you to come for me. I never asked for you to exact revenge. Who was it?
Nagaki. It was Nagaki. I died because of you. You abandoned me here. I never wanted to come here. It was you who killed me. You killed me. You killed me. You killed me. I will not forgive Hitori. I'm sorry, Nagaki. But I knew no apology would ever fix it. Sir, what?
There's a shadow in Hitori's heart. His own shadow pretending to be mine.
Come for me, Hitori. I'm here. I know. I don't want to be alone. I don't want you to be alone. You'll never forget me. You will live with me. You will live with your sin forever. That's what you want, isn't it? If you want me to carry this pain, I will, Nagaki. I won't ask for forgiveness. I won't. He's crying.
Tortured by his own
Tortured by his
shadow.
own shadow. I'm sorry, Nagaki. I'm sorry.
Hitori, I don't want you to be in pain.
He is trying to destroy his feelings of guilt. He wants to be saved. If you're here, his pain will go away. Help me save him.
Yes.
Hitori. I was tortured by them here in this place. It was terrible. Issa and the others should die in pain. All of them should die. As long as I live, my pain will never disappear. Mr. Nanaki.
Which one?
I would go with revenge will solve nothing, or that's wrong, maybe. Sir, you and Nanaki both lost the most important things to those. What both lost those important things to you to strife. You should know, best of all people, that revenge helps no one. It brings you no happiness, only pain. If I hadn't been there, Nagaki would never have died. I was never there when he needed me. I'm sorry, Nagaki. If I had been better, this never would have happened. Everything would have been fine if you never met me. If I hadn't been there, you never would have felt pain. Sir, why? Why are you doing this to yourself?
Yeah, I was gonna say, they're very different things.
The time Nagaki spent with you was his greatest treasure. I know how wonderful it is to be together with loved ones too. Nagaki is glad he got to be with you, sir. There is nothing to regret. Come with me, Hitori. Look at me, Hitori. Hear only my voice, Hitori. I will tear your heart to pieces. And when it heals, I will tear it again. And again. And again. That is your punishment. It will be wonderful to live with you again. Wonderful.
Tori!
Blame yourself no more.
Please, Tori, listen to me. The voice you hear is that of your own shadow. You have been hurting yourself all this time. Stop blaming yourself. I don't want to see you in pain. You asked me for two things. Oh, sorry.
That's my line. You asked me for two things, Nagaki. First was, come save me. So I...
Listen to me, Hitori. My first wish was for you to make my body disappear from this world. As long as I live, as long as my body remains, someone will try to use the Charon virus. That virus must disappear and my body with it. It will bring only sadness as long as it remains.
You asked for one other thing. You asked me to take revenge on Dr. Issa. One of those, on all those who brought you pain. Yes. I need to grant this wish. I need to.
Hitori. No, Hitori. That was not my wish. Remember, Hitori. Remember my final wish.
It's not about whether you're doing anything or not. You're part of this family and we need you.
That doesn't help. With my body like this, I can't work or go to school. That's just how it is.
You're thinking too hard, Nagaki. Let's go pick some of in the yard. It's almost dinner time. A full stomach scares the bad things away. Right? What a beautiful sunset. I guess it's autumn already. Are you cold, Nagaki?
I'm fine. Tori. It'd be easier for you without me, right?
Why would you think that?
I heard you and the others talking about how medicine costs a lot more than food. You're paying for it out of your salary, right? If you had that money for yourself, you could buy better food. You wouldn't have to work so much. So you'd be better off without me.
Don't say that, Nagaki. I don't care about fancy food or free time. You're more important than any of that. I mean more to us than you think, Keith. You were very young when you came here, so maybe you don't remember, but losing family is hard. I want you to stay like this, watching over the people I love forever. So listen. Maybe it just looks like I'm just working for you, but it's for me too. Seeing you happy makes me happy.
Thank you, Tori. I just wish I wasn't such a burden to you.
Stop that already! You've never been a burden to me. Here, have some Malay. Eat well and sleep well too. And let's hope for good dreams, okay? Ow. My heart.
This is a tough story.
My cold, dead heart.
So much. I hope we can stay with everyone like this forever.
Yes. Yes.
My second wish was, live, Hitori. Live and be happy.
Well, maybe exacting revenge would make him happy, though. Nagaki, I can't be happy. You're gone. I can't be with you anymore.
Look at me, Hitori. I want you to live. You don't have to feel guilty for me. I couldn't tell you why I was still here. At first I thought my remains, the parts of me that are inside Mr. Quara, were keeping me here. But I don't think so now. I think I was worried. Worried that you wouldn't be able to keep going alone.
I can't, Nagaki. I can't go on without you. I don't want to live without you.
You've stayed here too long, Hitori. We have to move on. Hitori is so relatable. I mean...
Yeah.
Don't worry. We'll meet again sometime. Somewhere.
Mr. Quara?
Thank you.
Thank you.
Oh, man. Quara, are you unhurt?
Yeah, I'm fine. How unexpected. If it were me, your insides would have been divulged themselves into their secrets long ago. Triple on your ass, you weird.
Naoki, I will not forgive this man.
Don't worry about it, Sakuya. It's already over. We need to get out. We're already out of time.
Indeed. Damn, we're almost at the time when I was supposed to start.
Yeah.
It's okay, we'll figure it out.
And I thought there'd be so much more. I was like, yo, every time we think it's about to end, there's so much more.
I know!
Trip it on your ass, I ain't saying damn word. Nagaki was kept frozen here, right, Doctor?
Indeed he was. Oh, sorry.
Indeed he was. The facility sealed it off, so it was hardly difficult to keep people from snooping around. I'm staying here with Beta.
What are you saying, Kawara? Come with us at once.
I see. Kawara? I thought you would say that. The coronavirus has by now colonized your body completely.
I mean, if he doesn't stay,
He's go.
bitch is dead, and so is his mom. He's got
Yeah,
nothing left, really. But I mean, that's
Well,
not
there's
right to
also-
say, but it's like,
Yeah, there's also too the factor of like, because he now has this disease that will kill humans within like minutes, what kind of life could he have in the real world?
yeah, none, basically. He could only ever
But
talk to birds.
I don't want him to just die here. That's fucked up too. We gotta figure out how to get this disease out of him. Were you to leave, any humans you encounter would suffer a painful death.
What? Was this your plan all along, you conniving physician? Certainly there is some way to remove the virus.
Alas, that would be impossible with current medical technology. Once established in the body, it is quite tenacious. Even if we were to remove the tissues from Mr. Shiro, Master Kawara would still carry the virus.
Madness. Lunacy!
The same goes for Miss Cuck's damaged brain. And I'm not even talking about before you electrocuted it.
Yeah.
It's currently preserved inside a glass jar, but it's just barely. Indeed, given Labor 9's behavior and subsequent damage she was dealt, there is no guarantee that her personality memories are still retrievable. With current medical technology, anyway.
Oh, he's gonna go into the fridge.
Shirogane, let's go outside.
Do you mean to leave Kawara here? How deep does your selfish nature run?
We'll come back for him. It's impossible now, but one day we will be able to remove the virus from his body. I think Nagaki would say that same thing. Well, Mr. Shirogane? I think perhaps you should do well to respect Mr. Kawara's thoughts on the matter. I feel as if this one day has brought an entire lifetime's worth of fatigue. I just want to rest for a little while. I'm worried about Mother. Sakuya, could you tell her I'll be back one day? Sakuya's like, I ain't telling your mom shit.
Listen, Kawara. LaBelle, no. I never go back on my word. No matter how long it takes, I will come back for you, I swear. So, promise me, please. Promise me that you'll leave this place with me, alive.
Right. I promise. I'll be waiting. A lot sure has happened today, Beta. Does this mean we're finally getting into recap mode? Oh wait, that's you.
Does this finally mean we're finally getting into recap mode, Ryota? I'm half sick of being stuck out here and even not even knowing what's going on.
Yeah, I guess you only got to see bits and pieces of the story.
Yep, so will you fill me in, please?
I guess we have plenty of time for it. I'm gonna miss oh wait, yeah.
I'm gonna miss eating udon, but having you here makes things at least a little better, right?
Where do I start? Everything that's happened, what's happening now, and everything that might happen one day. We have plenty of time to talk about it all. Oh, that's right. Ryota's totally safe even if he doesn't get out, because if a human encounters him, they're just gonna die.
I got achievements and get BBL ending.
Awesome.
Oh, it's the credits.
Ah.
Hey, so we kind of made it on time, sort of. I mean, I'm gonna wait for the credits to roll.
Yeah.
Alright, so if you're
such a good game.
It's such a good game!
With so many twists!
There were
so many twists.
If you're just now arriving, and it's now 10 p.m., we will wait for the credits to end to see if there's anything else. But we'll be starting the tier list stuff momentarily. I didn't know the game would run this long, but we got done with it like just in time. No birds were harmed during the making of this game.
The Nanaki plot twist? Chef's kiss. Did not see that shit coming. We were side-eyeing Shu like, are we sure you have nothing to do with this? But like, that shit.
Yeah. Yeah. Bird feather.
It also kind of takes me back to whenever we first romanced him. Didn't he say something like he lost his a loved one? We assumed it was his wife, didn't we?
How do you time that so perfectly? Well, the second it hit 10 credits rolled, at least for my... Yeah, no, I know. I didn't know, and this is sort of an after thing, so... Madness.
Yeah. Why, if it isn't my darling little brother, salutations, how am I still alive?
You scum, you villain, explain yourself. Why are you still alive?
Why? Why? Well, for starters, I could never bring myself to leave all the ladies on alone.
How much must you mock me before you'll be satisfied? Dude, Leon JB, hello again. Leon!
Truth be told, Leon here gave me an antidote. I was loitering around the border between life and death, and he pulled me back that miraculous survival.
Yo, they said he's gonna recover your body.
Yeah, he was going to make my body recover.
I do not recall saying he was gonna recover his corpse. Lunacy, madness, inconceivable! Give it back. Give me back the time and mental energy I spent mourning you.
You mourned me? I'm flattered.
Gah. We can't stay long, Sakazaki Yuya. It's time to set out on our next bright and massive mission. This is your chance to regain the department's trust.
Roger that. Let's go, sexy and suave.
Yo, are we gonna get more endings?
I think so.
Yo!
Oh, are they? They become best friends! I love that!
Oko-san fell smooth. It's fell smooth?
I guess that's what he felt. He fell
Smelled
smooth.
food? Fell smooth? What the fuck? What the fuck is this typo?
Oh, I think it might be intentional. That might be intentional. Maybe that's like Oko-san messing up his sentence.
There's deliciousness nearby!
Black bean donut.
Go, go! Angel, do you have food?
Why did I? Gah, the demon spores encroach again!
Go! Stick 'em up, Oko-san demands your beans or your life!
So you appear, bone-white bird of bean eating. By the oath of the old, join me.
You're still going at it. I love that so much.
Ah! Hello, Shirogane, how are you?
Why are you, of all people, pushing Iwamina's wheelchair? I would never have expected to see you two together. Neither would I have.
Oh, yeah. Taking responsibility for injuries dealt to another party by tending to them seems to be a natural enough reaction to me. Fucking Shu, you're such an asshole! I need to apologize somehow, don't I? I mean, not really!
No. If you change your mind and decide it's time to exact revenge again, I never met either of you, understand?
Come on, Shirogane. That would never happen, probably. Oh, how wonderful.
I'm guessing we're actually going to do this tier list at like 10:15.
I can feel suspense in the air.
Somehow I feel like attempting to apply ethical guidelines to either of you is completely futile.
Shouldn't
Anyway,
Shu
I
be
need
like
to
in
talk to
prison?
you. I have the results from the experiment the other day.
There were no problems?
Not at all, it was a perfect success.
Well, I guess that means it's time, doesn't it?
Are we going to unfreeze them? I have the date. If you can come, please do.
Yes. Are we getting them both back?
Mr. Koara. Mr. Koara, Miss Cuck, can you hear me? Morning is almost here. Wake up, Koara! Cuck, I told you I wouldn't go back on my word. Thanks for playing. Oh!
We did get a fully happy ending!
Oh my gosh.
Oh my god.
Does that mean nobody died?
I mean, there was still that like one bird that got shot when we peeked
Yeah,
out.
I mean, well, they got shot.
I guess nobody important.
Get the BBL ending epilogue. Unlocked by getting all 14 endings. Alright, so I got all of the achievements. Let's
Awesome,
look at the gallery, yo. We got it all. Oh!
Oh, we
Alright,
got
so
this.
we got... That was that thing, but we got... Oh yeah, pudding. We got the machine.
Yeah, we got
JB
Total.
Leone.
Hell yeah!
We got the...
Aww.
So sad. We got the Birdie wing.
Yeah. And it looks like we got character art.
Oh,
that's what he looked like when he was young, I guess.
Issa Soma.
Mm-hmm.
Kawaru Ryuji.
Oh,
he's
dead! That's so cute! I love it.
I did see some of that artwork when I was looking for images for the tier list.
Yeah,
What's in the archives? I'm gonna look at that real quick. Oh, we have the full thing.
Ooh!
One. We established that a special character exists. He acts as a neurotransmitter, producing a trance-like state in bystanders. The effect is similar to a narcotic. We will continue our observation. That was Angel.
Yeah.
I feel uncomfortable. Where did I come from? This is probably Nagaki.
Yeah,
He's,
probably.
confused about everything. I woke
up in a different place this morning. I don't remember well. It had pale fluorescent lights and a white ceiling. It can't have been the library. Where was I?
Also Nagaki. Goodwill Ambassador selection. Criteria have been forwarded to management along with the draft you earned. Responsibility. Even with a strong natural immunity as possible is desirable. Oh yeah, that's R. They're talking about Protag. I think, but I find no answers. I feel as if I've forgotten something very important. As if I promised something to someone. It's very important. I was also impressed by the fact that credits rolled at 10. The Spanish influenza. Oh, okay. They're talking. See, look, we got too many COVID jokes in this game made like freaking 13 years ago. Because the whole time, so we got a history update every day on the Spanish flu because of COVID. Acutely infectious strain of this pandemic in 1918. Approximately 600 million people were infected. And of those, approximately 100 million died. Claimed the largest number of lives in the shortest period of time in any disaster during the human era. From information found in the remaining records, the pathogen itself is thought to have been a derivative of avian influenza. Okay, so I will just say for everyone in the chat, be thankful that COVID was not the Spanish flu. That is a much higher death rate. That's 1 in 6. That is a lot. 7. We have examined the genetic records of the entire student body. None of them exceeded 98% compatibility. Alright. We're continuing to investigate carrier aptitude levels. We'll report on the possibility of inducing carrier capability in a normal individual next week. That might be Dr. Shu, I guess. 8. We have temporarily opened the dividing wall in the underground facility. At the request of the Biological Science Division, we should be able to reconstruct the circumstances of the fire. Subject 00 remains in cold storage.
Oh.
9. The death of Subject 00's relative has been confirmed. His remains are stored in Area D3, Section 1. They're boxed and processed. Nope. Can't, I guess not. Adaptability measure for Homo sapiens is raised an estimated 0.06%. There are fluctuations in mammalian evolution rates. We may need 2 or 3 samples. Was that 10? Yeah. 11. Whoop. We have chosen to let the Dove Party agent who has infiltrated the school operate freely for the time being. A number of incoming students have proven to be quite fascinating. If possible, please examine the details in the attached documents. I do not think they will oppose me. That's also Dr. Shu. I've been feeling better since that nosy girl showed up. I don't think I will find any answers like this. So perhaps it is time to close the curtains. I'm fulfilled, just as I was back then. Back then? Back when? I think we already had that one. This Nagaki.
Yeah.
During when we romance him.
Yeah, we got like some sort of like diary entries.
Oh, this is a new one. The Heartful House Orphanage in Area L9, Section 6 was attacked by the Human Liberation Front terrorist organization. The terrorists barricaded themselves inside, taking the residents hostage. 11 residents were killed during the incident, and 8 officers died storming with the building. 2 residents are known to have survived, but their current whereabouts are unknown. Yep, that'd be our boys.
Mm-hmm.
I'm
Yep,
trapped here as
yep.
always, but I noticed something new. It seems that I can move freely along the vertical axis. After napping today, I woke in front of the lockers in the chemistry room. If I remember correctly, the chemistry room was directly below this room. Am I able to move myself up and down through my own will? Oh, so that's how he was able to get all the way down there.
Oh.
I was gonna say because I was like, and so he could leave the library just above and below it.
Oh, okay,
So
okay.
he probably just decided to stay in the library once he realized he couldn't leave.
Um, yeah, yeah.
Aves High City bombing in 2173. Aves High City building in area A3rd 23 Section 1 was bombarded by human extremists. Immediately afterwards, the Hawk Party spawned the Earth Crawlers extremist organization. That's a lot of weird. Oh yeah, and then that stuff about the bird thing. But guys, all right, we in about 5 minutes we're gonna start our dealio.
Awesome, awesome. I have to pee. I'll be right back.
Okie dokie. We'll set this up. I got just for you guys. Hold on. I will turn off game. All right. So, what y'all think of game, guys? It's over. That's the end. Crazy. Charlie's now frozen. But yeah, guys, this is something nuts. All right, window capture. We got yep. All right, we got it up. We got it up. Oh boy. I still don't know how I timed it. Like, technically I was like, oh no, we're gonna run way over, and it's like, oh thank God, actually the ending was the But sorry for crunching on stream. Oh my gosh. I was confused the entire time because you haven't watched the whole thing. It was, dude, this shit's almost made me cry several times. The story was so good. Mike, thank you for coming. You get to vote. You get to vote on the characters. You get to hear us make our cases. You get to hear us vote. You get to cast a ballot. You know, so this is how this is going to work, all right? And I should actually explain it when Charlie's here. I'll explain it when Charlie's here. But anyone else have opinions on this story? I'm voting for the parakeet. Look, we're not voting
what are we
on...
voting for?
Hmm?
What are we voting for? I just got back.
Alright, so Mike Whiskey says I'm voting for the parakeet. That's not how this works. I'm going to put up a poll. I'm going to put up the tiers, and you're going to vote on what tier each bird goes into. We got 3 votes. Chat's vote, my vote, and Charlie's vote. And we're going to come to a consensus amongst all 3 in which to place the birds in. But we're going to be voting here very, very shortly. It's not 10 exactly, but the game ran a little longer than I thought it was going to. But at least it's not like, hey, we've got a whole nother chunk of the story or anything. I was like, oh god. Like, I would not be unwelcome to more story, but I was sweating so hard. I'm like, oh, did I really underestimate? Because I'm like, I gave us like an hour and 15 minutes.
If there is like a spin-off Hatoful boyfriend game, I would be so fucking thrilled.
I know there's some other medium of some kind.
Oh.
Where we get this. But we'll talk about that later, I guess. I don't know. I actually don't know about it very well, so let me go and enlighten you here. We are boink. You should be able to see the tier list now.
See now.
All right, so guys, how did the tiers work? All right, S tier is best, D tier is the worst. We got 5 tiers. I gotta pick a tier that we're not gonna be voting on. So, you guys, which tier? Because I can only put 4 in the poll. Do I have them right in a tier? Like, do I say like, hey, D tier is a write-in? Like, you have to write in if it's that bad.
I don't know.
Or
I don't know.
do I just like remove a tier from their voting eligibility because I didn't think about it very well, but
Um.
we need at least 5. There's no way you can do a tier list of this game without at least
Yeah,
5
yeah,
tiers.
yeah, yeah. I think it's fine. I think it's...
Why is the S red if it's good? Because that's how tier maker works.
Yeah, cause red's the best color. Red's a good color. Red's my favorite color. What you got against red?
Alright, we can do the opposite if you want. Hold on. Changing the colors real quick.
That looks so weird.
It does. We get the less green, the yellow, the orange, and actually, we'll do this one as the orange. There is not going to be a dark red because we're not doing F tier. So, there you go. Do you like this? S is red hot. Do you like this, Mike? We're hopefully Jacelyn's still in chat. Nothing's wrong with red. It's just confusing. Well, I don't know. It doesn't actually matter which way we do it.
Yeah.
All right, so we're gonna start off pretty hot takes, guys. We got This is not the official tier. I'm just gonna put in B for a second. We got the Pigeon Gang that ends up trying to mug us. I told Charlie when I asked Charlie earlier, I'm like, "Yo, what characters are we not gonna put in this tier list?" Because I'm like, "Yeah, okay, you're still here." So what characters are we not putting in this tier list? And I'm like, like background characters we don't have to put in, those. And she's like, "Yeah, those pigeons that pigeon gang that robbed us."
Yeah.
And I was looking through. I could have made it a 15 character tier list, but I was looking through the list of characters to make sure I didn't forget anybody. And Pigeon Gang was up there, so I went and got this image. Skoggle knows the story. I'm like, yeah, Charlie's gonna be so punked when she realizes the Pigeon Gang is here.
Hell yeah. What do you think about the Pigeon Gang?
I think the Pigeon Gang is both obsolete, stupid, and thuggish. I say D tier.
That's fair, I guess.
Let's start the poll. All right, so
I would put them higher than that because I enjoy things like that whenever there's like an anime and there's just this silly like gang that you don't take that seriously. I do enjoy that. So I'd probably put them in like C tier.
Alright, I'm gonna do B/C and then D for the bottom. Starting poll, boom. That's your poll. And I gotta change because I hit all the hotkeys when I do that. I should have sent this list to Charlie. Or no, well I have to stream it, so
Yeah. So okay, question. So when you have the poll up, are we allowed to vote on the poll, or or would that be cheating? Because I've already said my vote and you your vote.
Yeah. Well, I mean, we could vote. I'm not gonna vote in the poll.
Okay, I won't either then. I won't.
I am not gonna vote in the poll, but there's votes thus far. It's funny, guys. So I have this window up because it's my browser, and it doesn't tell me what is going on. So I'm gonna have to.
Yeah.
It doesn't tell me the votes because I'd have to vote in this before. Maybe,
yeah.
Because I have it open with my other account, but I can't place a vote because that'll influence the vote. But
I got 4 votes.
They got 4 votes. All right, I'm gonna see. Oops, wrong tier. I switched tiers. Oops.
Damn, how many tier lists are you making?
All right, look. I got a couple. Oh, everyone said B or C. Wow.
So I guess we can go to the agreement of like C tier then.
I mean, what was your vote again, Charlie?
My vote was C tier because while they're not great, I do kind of enjoy like an anime and stuff. And there's like this like little gang that you don't take that seriously. That's just kind of dumb.
C total jerks, Jason. If it's C, I mean. So you say C tier. I
Yeah,
mean, it
yeah.
seems like the majority of chat has said B or C, and I've said D. This is C tier birds, then, I guess. I thought we were gonna get a D tier. I somehow thought wrong. Alright. Oops, I'm showing the inner machinations.
Oh
Actually, hold
no,
on.
oh no.
Can you guys even see anything of importance on here? I'm gonna look for a sec. I'm looking at because Charlie can see more than I've let you guys see because the window was less.
Yeah, yeah. Yeah, oh yeah, yeah, yeah. I
She
see everything.
sees the whole screen, my entire
Yeah,
browser.
yeah.
Y'all can't hardly see anything. You just see all the things that you know are in YouTube Studio. Yeah, so I've got 16 views, 7 concurrent viewers, 7 likes. Average view duration is already 45 minutes.
Oh.
Cool. All right, starting another poll. All right, what character are we doing now?
Yeah, yeah.
Do you want to do a big character or a little character?
I think we can start off with the little characters and then go into like the more major characters.
Headmaster San.
I would say D tier.
D tier. I would second that. Do I let chat vote on Headmaster San?
Yeah, sure, sure.
Alright. Headmaster San. I'm not gonna have a time limit because if it's clear, then it's clear. Alright, now Headmaster San, what tiers do I put up again? S. A. Whoops. 2 A's.
B or C and then D.
B/C and then D. I mean, we've already kind of let it rip as to what we're saying, and I've. How did I get H? Oh yeah, that's right, because I hit Headmaster. Okay, I was gonna say, how did I activate the H key?
Yeah. It's because with like the Headmaster, we don't like know him at all because he's dead the entire time. Even with that like recording, he was already dead when that like broadcasted. But
even with my limited knowledge of characters, I don't think anyone's really detailed. Well, okay. See, the thing about that is A. We've got a vote in A. Headmaster San. All right, so don't even remember seeing that one. No, you've not seen. Okay, so in this game thus far, the punk ass birds and Headmaster San, they were in like barely had any screen time. D.
All right, so Headmaster, like, just I don't know. There's a little bitch. They got killed off. Before we could even get to know them, they got killed off. So there's a little bitch. And they couldn't even be a cool ghost like Nagaki. They couldn't help us. They were just like, oh, I'm dead now? That's kind of fucked. That's D tier bird. D tier bird.
D tier bird?
Yeah,
right.
D tier bird.
Miss Clicks, I meant B or C. Well, Mike Whiskey, which one was... Did you hit A or D?
Yeah, I would assume A. Because, like, I could not picture anybody voting for, like, an A tier.
No, I know. This is, like, a bit character. I was like, I assumed most people would say B or below.
Yeah. We're going to put this bird in D tier, because that's where he belongs.
He has an actual name, too. It's funny, because he has an actual name. I don't remember, because I looked it up.
Not worth remembering.
He's not worth remembering. He's, like, the least... At least the punks had something.
Yeah.
All right. Now, everyone remembers this character. This is the best character. Brian Pigeon. Brian Pigeon. He had a blog. We never saw him once, but he's the first bird to hit sentience.
S tier. Not only is he the first bird to have sentience, but he overthrew humanity with a fucking Tumblr blog. S tier.
Dude.
S tier.
Oh my god. Oh wait. I gotta spell this correctly. S A B
or C,
and then D. All right. I've let that poll rip. Now I gotta fix my model again. It's gonna get annoying. It's the only time I'm doing this, so it's fine. Accidentally gave myself the Packers hat.
Oh my.
All right, so we got no votes on this guy yet.
We got
one. All right, so Brian Pigeon. Now, as you said, Brian is he took over the world with a blog That is pretty
Yeah,
based. But he's
yeah,
also kind of like a we don't even know him very well. I say B
yeah.
for I'm voting B for Brian because his name starts
Uh,
with B. Because I have
yeah.
nothing on this guy.
That's fair. That's fair. That's fair.
I don't know. I don't know,
I would
chat.
say S tier because even though like we have such limited knowledge, what we do know about Brian is fucking amazing.
I know. All right, so we got BS. What does everyone in chat say? Oh, it is a dead even split. S with 1 vote, B and C with 1 vote, and A with 2 votes.
Oh,
We've got 6 people in here possibly voting because you and I are abstaining, unless you're
yeah.
not in chat anymore. But
Oh,
um,
I'm not I'm not gonna vote in the chat because
yeah,
I'm saying my vote out loud. But yeah, I guess like
solid A tier.
yeah, I guess we're gonna put him in the A tier. We're gonna put him in the A tier.
Yeah, I kind of because I said B tier, you said S tier. Brian
Yeah,
Pigeon has cracked A tier, guys.
yeah.
I can't even believe it. Can't even believe it. With five votes, it's very clear that Brian will remain in A tier. If it's
Mhm.
close, for the major characters, we'll leave a little bit more time in these polls. But
Yeah.
Brian Pigeon, his thing is over. His thing's over. All right, guys.
Mhm.
All right,
All right.
now we're gonna go with Ken Zaburo over here. Ken
Ah,
Zaburo is
this.
the shop owner.
Yeah, he's a shop owner. He's like a very older, kind gentleman type. Very sweet, very understanding. I
Yeah.
would put him in like B or A, something
He's
like that.
he's like so this is the thing, it's like he's the kind of shop owner that I believe would end the Marxist revolution because his shop ownering is so very nonchalant and nice. Like he's better than every
Yeah,
other boss I've ever had.
I love his little shop. It's so cute and he's so nice and I love him. I
Alright,
wish nothing but good things for him.
poll for Kenzaburo is up. I'm just gonna let the stuff happen. I'm not gonna fix my
Yeah.
model at all. But
What tier would you put him in?
cool. All right. I would put him. See, I'm not even confident at this point. Like he's sitting in B tier right now because it's the middle one. Before we actually move
Yeah,
him to the right one,
yeah.
it's hard for me because I had respect for Brian Pigeon. That's why he made it to B tier.
Yeah.
Kenzaburo, I also have respect for, but he's a very nice, nonchalant dude. The only thing is like
Mm.
his story relevance. Like he's just there to be there. He's kind of a non-character in a
Yeah,
way, and
yeah.
I don't love it.
Yeah, I mean, he can be there to kind of like, I guess, help you with romance with Ryota, and like Ryota's like, hey, I need a job.
I
Like you could,
know.
but like, I don't know. He's a very good man. He's a very good man. So
Mhm.
I would put him in like A or B. But like you said, take him out of the story and you still have the same game, which is why I don't give him S.
So wait, see chat currently. Oh wow, dead even between B and C and A.
Oh shit!
All right. Well, what do you say, Charlie?
I said I would put him in A or B. Where would you put him?
I'd put him in B or C.
Okay, then I guess B is right. Then B is a good place
I
for
guess we're
him.
leaving him in B tier.
Yeah, that seems right.
I guess so, because like chat has it at dead even right now. It's 50-50.
Yeah.
Not everyone has voted though, so I'll let people keep because there's currently 9 viewers.
Yeah.
Definitely be sure to like and subscribe because that helps us
Oh
out a
yeah.
lot. But Kenzaburo, he's got some support. Like he's got some supporters. I don't know how Brian Pigeon he dominated.
Yeah. With the minor cast, yeah. Well, I mean, if you like fucking overthrow humanity with a fucking Tumblr blog,
I know.
I mean, it's hard. It's a tough thing to beat. Like,
I mean, to be fair, according like it wasn't specified that it was Tumblr, but
that's my headcanon.
that's your headcanon. But yeah, Brian's blog goes through humanity. It's kind of nuts.
Yeah.
I think we'll let that stand for Brian. I would leave the poll up for like 5 or more minutes if I was like concerned, like, oh, major character, we're gonna really discuss things. But I think we're good on that because it's pretty. we're pretty split amongst the middle, both you, I, and the
Yeah,
chat. So I feel like B tier kind of does it right. All right, Ken's a burrow.
yeah.
That's his. Um, we can now do Blaster.
Oh,
He's
Blaster.
if you remember Blaster,
Carve it
he
into your soul.
yeah. So he is the one, the Blaster on Azami's bike that's named after him. He's
Yeah,
the guy who
yeah.
gave up being a gangster, and
Yeah, he was a leader of a motorcycle, but he respected traffic laws.
I know.
He's really cool. I really like him. I really like him. I feel like I like him as much as I like equally to the shop owner. I feel like their relationship complements each other.
That is fair. I mean, cause like he was also a regular at their shop,
Yeah, yeah.
and he was a very respected customer, and he was like giving
Yeah,
that place so much business too.
yeah,
Like if
yeah.
I were the shop owner, I'd give him S tier, but you know.
Yeah, yeah.
So
Yeah,
the blaster poll is now up.
yeah. I feel like I would put him in the same tier as the shop owner because, like, without one or the other, like, they bring out the best in each other, I would say.
Currently 100% on B or C tier. Well,
Oh.
it's only one vote. I got ready for that. I was like, oh no, that's very strong.
Where would you
Blaster,
put
he's
him?
this little yellow bird.
Yeah, yeah.
I think he's the kind of bird that I would say, you know, like there's not nearly as much to say about it. It's like they kind of had that like romantic subplot and everything, and I'm like,
Yeah,
Blaster's not a bad bird, but
yeah, he's a good guy.
solid B tier for me. I think I don't know. His name's
Yeah,
Blaster
yeah.
and it starts with a B. That's not my actual reason. Okay, I'd put him. I'd put him. His
He
character.
also, like, did kind of abandon Azumi, didn't he?
Yeah, that's why I'm like he kind of abandoned Osmi for a while for stupid emotional reasons. I don't know really know. So
Yeah,
I'd
yeah.
actually I'm switching my vote to C tier.
Maybe you're right. Maybe you're right.
Right now chat is very split. So S tier is one vote, A tier is one vote, B and C tier is two votes.
Damn, people really liked him, huh?
I mean, I think Mike Whiskey said he wanted to vote for the yellow parakeet. So that
Ah,
might be part of it. 8 tier
he's
though.
a budgie.
Yeah, he was a budgie. Yeah, sorry.
Yeah.
Well, I don't know. Is there a parakeet in here? I mean, I think it's
I
just
don't
the.
know.
I think he's the only one who's like yellow parakeet specifically. Well,
Uh,
actually, no. Well, okay. JB Leone is a cockatiel, I think.
yeah, yeah. And Blaster is a budgie. I
Yeah.
don't think we have a parakeet.
A budgie rigger or whatever it's called. A
A,
budgeriger? A
a
budgeriger.
didgeridoo?
Something like it's hard to pronounce, hard to spell,
Yeah,
whatever.
I just call it the shortened
The
version,
budgie.
budgie.
I'd never heard of budgie before that, but that's what the Chuck says, so I'm gonna go with that. Currently at 6 votes, B and C tier with 3 votes, A tier with 2 votes, and S tier with one. B not
Uh,
C. Oh wow, chat thinks far more highly of him than I do
yeah, yeah. I'm okay with
overall.
B tier. I'm okay with B
Yeah,
tier.
he stays in B tier.
Yeah,
Put him with his shop owner buddy. See, it's evened up now.
yeah.
All right, now we're gonna go to the next one. We're gonna say that's a solid B. All right,
Uh-huh.
now let's start a poll again.
Are
You
we
know who
doing
this poll is
Leon?
for?
Leon?
No, we're new Azumi. Cause
Azumi. Oh, you're
Azumi is
right. That
the
does.
carve it into your soul, kid. See, Azumi, place in my heart.
Yes,
Why is she
yes.
not seeing my chat?
The only
Why am I
female
not seeing his
romanceable
chat?
character.
I hit A. No, that's the last one I see is I hit A. Wait, top chat. Oh shit, did I not have?
Yeah, I
Yeah, I
just put
didn't
my
have live
chat
chat
on.
on. Hold on. That is stupid of me. I thought I was prepared for today. That is not the case.
It's okay, it's okay. All my streams are scuffed. It's good.
All right, Azumi's going up in the poll.
Alright, what do you think of Azumi?
Oh, okay, yeah. He said he meant the cockatiel. Okay,
Oh, yeah.
let
JB
me look back
Leon?
through my chat and see. I still think that you're never changing my mind. Okay, so all the way back here. His Char's eyes always glow. Da, da, da. Yeah, I think I saw all the chats.
Hmm.
Charlie, you can talk about Azumi, right?
Yeah, yeah, yeah. What do you think about her?
What do I think about her? I was gonna leave. I was gonna let you see. Well, I'm checking the
Oh,
chat to
okay.
make sure I
Oh,
didn't miss
oh, oh,
anything.
okay, okay. Azumi is really cool. Is really cool. She's the only female character you can romance, which is pretty decent and cool, and really like that. She also, she has a moped scooter thing, and that's badass. Only thing about her that I would say I kind of dislike is like she drives crazy slow, and I don't know why, but even in fiction when I think about that, just that annoys the hell out of me. Like whenever she was driving Protag to her cave, and Protag was like, it was sun up when we finally got there. It's like she could have just went home and got some sleep, but fucking Azumi, don't get me wrong, love her,
Yeah.
how to ruin it.
No, see that's why Azumi is change your vote for a vote S. Skoggle, what did you vote?
Oh, must have voted A or something.
I don't know.
But
Mistap. Oh, he probably voted for A because A's got 3 of the 5 votes. So
uh,
very
but
very even, spread even. It's like 1 vote for B or C, 2 votes
yeah.
for A, 1 vote for S, 1 vote for D.
But
Um.
I mostly like Azumi. She saves you from the pigeon gang.
Mhm.
She's pretty cool. She's pretty badass. Doesn't she like fucking smack the fuck out of Blaster?
I think she smacks the fuck out of Blaster if you choose for her to, like, if we're doing the Leslie option.
I see, I see. Anyway, what do you think of Azumi?
Because in the stadium
I like
sim there are 2 options. Azumi, um, spirit animal. I relate to her on a fundamental level. I am a notoriously slow driver. Thanks for the speeding ticket, cops. Um, I've always got people passing me on the highway, that kind of stuff. But I do agree that it's kind of annoying. Carved in your soul, kid. It's like the coolest cop speeding traffic laws. I'm gonna say my vote for Azumi is gonna be B tier because I do respect her, but given the other characters in this list,
Yeah, I will say I do fucking love the carve it into your soul kid. That's a
I
fun
know that
catchphrase.
is
That's
like
super
if
fun.
it wasn't for Carved in Your Soul, kid, I probably wouldn't.
Mm. And she runs a takoyaki stand. Remember?
Oh
A
yeah, that's
taco.
right.
Yeah, yeah. She's a really cool character. I really
Oh,
like her.
Skago's vote was D.
Oh, oh.
He wanted an S. So here's the thing. Basically, she has an A from the chat.
Oh. Y'all really like her, huh?
I guess so.
Guess we're at
Carving,
home, Peach.
carving it into my soul, kid. Um. So what was your vote again?
I would have put her like B tier.
Oh, okay. So chat, and we have like a little bit of a discrepancy. So Skoggle voted S. Someone voted B or C. Whoever voted B or C, did you vote B or C? I'm interested because I can see chats now. I put it on live chat. If it doesn't show me chats, it's actively discriminating against your chat. But
Damn.
but how do we rate this then? Because that's close. Like we both said B, and chat is saying like effectively A. Because we have 1 S, 1 B or C, and 1 A.
Okay,
And
okay.
I would vote because like our weight is similar. Like you and I, our weight is similar. Chat, like they have 1 vote overall, but
Yeah,
given that
yeah.
it's so strongly in favor, I do kind of want to know whether it's for B or C. Whoever voted that, because if it's for B, we're putting it in A tier.
Mm.
But I don't know. We've had this
Like,
vote up for a while.
yeah. Well, I mean, if it's
I mean, A makes sense
regardless.
for Azumi, I guess, because it starts with
Yeah,
A.
yeah. I'm fine with A for Azumi, honestly. I'm fine with that. I mean, I wouldn't rank her that high, but I'm okay with it.
I mean, because this is what it's hard because it's like it's a compromise of like the average voter said A or higher. Only one person said below A after Scoggle's change, his
Yeah,
misstep.
yeah.
So, I mean, I don't know. Like, if it's a B or a C, I'm definitely gonna bring it. Well, I don't know, because chat almost overwhelmingly, like, that averages out to A.
Yeah, yeah.
So, chat says A very, very solemnly. Or solemn? I don't think
Solemnly.
it's solemn. That's the wrong word. Very solidly.
Mm.
Carve it into your soul, kid. I'm putting her, but not in front of Brian. But she's gonna
Yeah,
be an
yeah.
A tier. That's we
Yeah,
we spent 6 minutes on that poll.
yeah.
All right, next up, we're gonna do our boy, JB Leone.
Okay, JB
And do you
Leon
see do
as
you see this little artwork thing?
yeah, yeah.
I didn't know
It's
he
like
had a human form, but it must be in a different form of media because I saw it multiple times. So
I think they probably had concept art for the human forms for every character, but like decided to only do it for like the romanceable characters
yeah,
instead of go through all the trouble. But I would say Leon S tier. He's first of all, he's a fucking secret agent. That's badass. His name is fucking really cool, and he also he saved Yuya's life.
damn. I mean that is true. Um, so couple things to keep in mind.
Mm.
All right, so right now there's only one vote, so it's S tier. But one thing you gotta keep in mind, Charlie, you cannot vote any higher than S tier.
Yeah, that is true. That is true.
And this is part of what I'm like, I gotta gauge it a little bit because I do love JB Leone. There's no way
Mm.
has a
You're right.
cockatiel. He's a cockatiel, automatic S tier. Yeah, no, that's what I would assume. Automatic S tier. We've
I
got.
would say he's a minor character and deserves more screen time than he got because he was very cool. What would
He
you
only
rank
got
him?
screen time for so for context. He only got screen time for a little bit with
Yeah,
Ryota.
if you romance
I mean, not Ryota.
Yuya,
Sorry, Yuya's story.
yeah, if you
He got a
romance
little.
Yuya, you got like a little crumb. Once you enter like Ryota's story, you get a lot more time with.
Yeah.
He's very calm and very cool, even under like crazy pressure situations.
I know. It's like I'm thinking,
What would you rank him? What would you rank?
hmm. I'm going with A tier.
Yeah, I'm okay with that. I would say S tier, but I'm okay with A too.
Thus far, chat has said like A tier for 3 of the votes and
Yeah.
S tier for 1.
Oh god, yeah. It seems like A tier wins.
I mean, I think so. And
Yeah.
I'm gonna say probably mainly wins. Well, let's see. What was your vote, Charlie?
S tier.
I gotta wait for votes to come in. Then it's indeterminate right now. I gotta wait at least 5 minutes.
Okay.
He is not a minor enough character for me to call him a minor character. I mean, technically, Azumi is a romanceable option, but given, like, I put her as more minor. We have someone else in chat that said S.
Yeah.
I appreciate Mike Whiskey's method of voting. No, I mean, seriously, like, alright. Mike has not been around for most of the Hatoful streams. He's seen, like, about, I think, roughly, like, a third or half of my Pokemon Black. So if we were doing a tier list on Pokemon Black, he'd probably have some like, yo, Shelmet, S tier, great penis, but I don't know, guys. JB Leone, I gotta give it the time. Tied, 6 votes, tied. I mean, it's like, if chat is tied and you and I are at A and S respectively, this is a tie vote at the moment.
I am okay with A. I am okay with A.
I know, but I'm not gonna disrespect.
It's fine.
No, because look. All right, so if it's a tie at the 5 minute mark, then Because the poll has only been out for, what, 3 minutes and change? This is
Yeah,
the
yeah,
only time
yeah.
seeing Hatoful. Yeah, no, this is a 15 episode series I've been doing with Charlie since I was streaming on Twitch.
Mhm.
It was only one episode, though. The Clan PS is
Yeah.
most definitely S tier. Yeah, even though Shelmet is unusable in that game because I can't trade to evolve it, haven't been here for very much of a Hatoful boyfriend either, so some of these are bound to be fairly based on aesthetic appearance for me as well. I mean, Jacelyn, at the very least, you'll go back. I know you'll probably go back and listen to most of these at least. And like I said, the up until the second period is pretty much like almost every storyline. I know April 8th is the same in every game, but we just read the chat for each in specific, or the chat we read the dialogue for each specific character. Right now, Ty, and
Mm.
I mean,
I I
any
am.
last minute votes?
I think we're getting all the votes we're gonna get.
You think
I
so?
I
Well, I
I am
mean,
okay
we
with A
have
tier.
we have 9 people on watching, so there may be one
Yeah,
person who has not voted.
yeah, but I don't know. I guess maybe I'm just an impatient person. I just feel like if somebody wanted to vote, they would have been in. But
Yeah.
yeah,
Um.
I am okay with it being A tier.
Yeah, it's 5 minutes. I can't let you go. So, you said you want to cave.
Yeah, I want it.
Jabely Leone is definitely at the top of A tier. He
Yes,
comes
yes.
up. He comes ahead of Brian. All right,
Yeah, yeah.
now we got some characters. We'll do main character San. So
Okay,
I
I
I
really
pulled
like
up the
our pro
scarecrow
tag.
with the bag head. What?
Yes, I really like our pro tag. I really like pro tag.
All right, pro tag. Not to be confused with pro antagonist. That is a very
Uh,
different thing.
you know our pro tag beta cuck, or as also known as
Bitches.
bitches.
We named her so many different things. Dude, I wanna know what chat thinks of pro tag. That's the thing I wanna
Um,
know.
I really
Because
like our pro tag.
comments away, all the heavy talk and everything about her. You can say whatever you want because I don't care because I'm not like attached really.
Really, what do you think about pro tag? Do you like? What tier would you put her in?
Well, so this is kind of hard for me because, for one, pro tag is like, eh. But at the same time, pro tag is like, she's like a scavenger forager person who lives on her own in a cave.
She's
That
a
is already
badass.
incredibly bad. She's the only human. She lost to Oko-san in a foot race, which isn't saying much because he's really fast. But
Yeah,
she's also like, it seems like she's a little bit taken aback by like Dr. Shu. So
yeah,
like she died she didn't die in a bad way. She died because she was around Ryota and he had the disease in our
yeah,
dead
yeah.
story. The Hawks party killed her in one of the bad endings.
Mhm.
There's a lot of random like
Okay, so I really like, as somebody who has played dating sims, I always appreciate when we have a protagonist with a personality, because there are so many dating sims that fucking lack that, and I hate it. So I really like that our pro tag has, a personality. And then, like, I also just think she's really cool. She has a very sad backstory. Her parents were shot up in this situation where they were trying to save these birds in a war orphanage.
wow.
She, yet she still has this like bright, happy demeanor and stuff, and she's still friends with her best pal Ryota. I really like. I'm not sure if I would. I don't know. Maybe I would put her at least S or A tier. Honestly,
S or A.
yeah, I really like our pro tag.
That is fair. Chat did not share your opinion. Almost every vote is in B or C.
How dare you?
No,
How
look.
dare you?
I was gonna say probably B tier. And for me, it's primarily because like she is actually really cool. Her personality compared to given the screen time she has
Yeah.
a lot. and I'll be fair. She is a great protagonist. She's not
Yeah,
like that's why she's even here. Like I wouldn't put her here if I didn't think she was even like
worth
I mean
ranking.
I would, but if I did, I put her in D if she wasn't a good protagonist. She is a good
Right.
protagonist. All the crappy ones you're talking about, all D tier candidates
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
or lower. Our protag is
Yeah,
really awesome. I'd say A or B to
yeah,
be
yeah.
perfectly honest, and I'm kind of leaning more towards B. Chat
Uh,
primarily is leaning towards B or C.
uh,
She looks scary. B tier. See the thing about that is that's not her
that's
normal look. That's
yeah,
like
that's
her.
not that's an unfair. You're judging her by the way she looks. How dare you?
All right, that is we never actually see protag because
Yeah,
it's always from our perspective. That's
that's
only in our after
yeah,
story when she is dead and her
yeah,
brain was stuffed into the weird
yeah. She
scary thing.
stuffed her brain into that scarecrow. That's her, but that's not what she normally looks.
And really, the worst thing, yeah, B tier. A lot of people said B tier, one of the worst things for me, she's not even involved in the true ending. She says
Yeah,
nothing except for that when she question mark is probably her.
yeah,
Remember
yeah,
the attack on Ryota?
yeah, yeah.
Maybe it's
I
Nagaki. It could be Nagaki for all I know,
she's
but
still a central part of the after
I
story
know,
because they're trying to solve her murder.
I know.
But
Making all the
it is
obelisks, I don't know. But I mean, to be fair though, there really isn't any look because we don't know what she looks like. That is
yeah,
literally
yeah.
not even her. The only part of that that's her is technically the brain. I just put that there to be funny.
I mean, we've played this game so many times. She's seduced several different birds. Okay,
She's
if that
seduced
tells you
all of the
anything.
birds here except for the
Yeah.
minor characters.
Well, if that tells you anything about how she looks.
She even seduced Azumi, made her
Yeah, yeah.
swap.
Yep.
And I don't Protag is one of my favorite characters in some ways, but also for me, I'm saying B because she wasn't in the parts of the game that I like the most, and that's really for me that's what it does it. Like I had to debate a while. I didn't say anything yet, but yeah.
Mm.
So chat, it's pretty much chat said B or C,
Okay. Okay. I will
and
respect the vote, even
I
though you
said
guys are wrong.
A. Or I said B, but like I could see A. Someone voted A,
Yeah.
so someone agrees with you.
Thank you. Thank you. The one correct person.
So we say B tier.
Yeah, we'll say B tier. Why do you,
She's already in B tier. Cool.
yeah, yeah, she's
Uh,
already in B tier.
Protag, like, there's nothing wrong with her. It's just like, all right, JV
I,
Leone for me is above Protag. Azumi
mm,
realistically is in a similar spot.
yeah,
I said Azumi was B tier, but like a chat liked Azumi a lot. Um,
yeah,
Brian Pigeon, I could put Brian Pigeon in B tier realistically, but like
uh-huh,
below Protag, but it's not as staunch. It's all
yeah,
right. It's all right, guys. I'll put her at the top of B tier. How about that?
yeah.
I'll
That's
put
where
B
she
tier.
belongs.
All right. All right. Next one. We're gonna go with. Who should we do for the next one? We've got all the romanceable options are here.
Let's get Sakuya out of the way because he's the controversial one.
Oh, controversy,
Um,
Sakuya. I have my own opinions, and my view of Sakuya is
um,
nothing. And I have to put B/C because I really don't. Some people might throw D tier. I was gonna say maybe
yeah.
no D tier on this. Maybe we just let chat. But no, Sakuya needs to have the full range. All
Okay,
right, so
you go first about your opinions about Sakuya.
I should go first.
Yeah, you should go first.
Oh man, I should go first. All right. So here's the thing about Sakuya, right? Right. All right, guys. And we've already got 2 votes for A tier. That's pretty based. I didn't know too. I didn't know people were gonna put him in A tier. Okay, so
You guys are voting for a racist, by the way.
look, he is not the worst character here in terms of morality, really, because we have Doctor Shu, who is literally a piece of shit, but it's Charlie's kind.
Yeah.
It's like her type.
Yeah, yeah. I guess I am over here being like, oh, by the way, this little kid, like this little fucking like 15, 16-year-old, yeah, This is some racist shit on Call of Duty, and then I'm over here simping for a serial killer.
we don't. Look, when it before the final ending. Oh, we've already got someone saying S. Sakuya was pretty. Yeah, he was the preppy bird. Yeah, he was preppy, pretentious asshole. Though Jacelyn, I will say, and you may even agree with me to some extent. His character goes through a massive upturn through that ending.
Yeah,
that last ending. Yeah, there's already a D tier on here.
Yeah. That's the thing with Sakuya. If we did not have the after story, I would put him in the lowest tier because
D.
Had no character development.
If we did not have the story, D tier. Like I would never put him in F tier because he is actually well enough written in his own story. But
he had no character development. He was still just some spoiled brat. In the after story, he undergoes so much growth and change in just one day that it's like a fucking amazing.
Yeah, like that. What is it, like a 12-hour period? That after story?
Yeah, it's like a 12-hour period.
So all right, so here's what I'll say. Here's what I'm going to say about Sakuya. He had my least favorite plot because we had to do it twice too to get both endings. He had my least favorite plot out of all of them.
Yeah. It's hard because like
even Dr. Shu, like Dr. Shu's plot had no twist. And it was like but his inherently more entertaining and everything. Sakuya was definitely by far worst plot, all that stuff prior to that point.
Like his was the stereotypical like I'm a rich kid, but I have these dreams, but my parents don't want me to pursue those dreams.
Yeah.
Which could be like a sad story, but it felt like they didn't even like lean into it that much.
They didn't lean into it that much. Like, oh yeah, like I've been raised up in this. But during the end, we get all this stuff. The conversation between him and his dad. He gets He gets so much. He gets so much time to shine. He flips the switch. And this is the thing. When there's serious shit going on, he flips the switch and turns into a bird who cares.
I will say Ryota probably would not have made it that far without Sakuya.
Oh no, Sakuya. Ryota was like a walking like basket case.
For
half of that. Like he wasn't. There was nothing like. His friend was dead. He couldn't move. Sakuya, like, not saying that Sakuya was as close, but he cared a lot, and it was very obvious. And he, like, he flipped a switch. He went into gear, and he had so many good moments.
And because like you learn more about his backstory, it's a lot more easier to feel empathy. Whereas like in the main story, where it's like, oh, my daddy don't like when I play music. It's like, yeah, okay, but like. Whenever you hear that he like he wanted to have friends that were commoners, and then his dad was like, "You're better than those people. You don't interact with those people. Remember, you are a pure blood."
Oh yeah.
It makes you feel a little bit more sadder for him, and then when you figure out Yuya's shit, it's
like it's nuts. So that him and Yuya's story is so good, good. Their whole it's so.
I am okay with putting Sakuya in the B tier. That is where I would put him personally.
So you're going with B tier?
Yeah, B or C.
All right. My vote is going to be very controversial. Chat has 2 votes in D, 2 votes in A, 2 votes in S.
Ooh.
None of this pussyfooting. It's either yay or nay here.
God damn! I think you're the tiebreaker.
So. Right now, based on your votes, I think it would, because you said B tier.
Yeah.
Effectively, right now, he's in A tier at the moment because of the heavy lean towards S. Like, we got 2 votes S, 2 votes A, 2 votes D in the chat. That's the poll has ended, by the way. It's been 5 minutes. Oh man, this is tough.
Where, like, you're the tiebreaker though. Where is your vote? Where's your vote?
I'm gonna go S tier. I would never, and this is why the story was so good.
Canceling you on Twitter.
Canceling me on Twitter. Look, I knew this was going to be a hard vote for me, but I'm like, I knew before coming in it was either going to be A or S because I was so impressed. He becomes like like he becomes a leader. He becomes the most like caring bird out of everybody. He
Yeah.
does he becomes
I
a
will
badass.
say,
He
I
turns
will.
from pretentious
Yeah.
prick into absolute badass in a way I've never seen. Like Sakuya's character arc through the
Yeah.
ending, best redemption arc for a like a
Yeah.
pretentious character maybe in
Yeah.
any video game ever that I've ever played.
Yeah. Yeah.
It is not something to try like S tier. I can't believe it. I would have said D tier. I might have even said F tier until that
Yeah.
ending. No, like it went from like 0 to 100, and I'll say
Yeah.
S tier, but really I think based on everything we said, um,
Mhm.
you put him in B tier. That's a third of the weight. I put
Yeah.
him in S tier, so that would lean him towards A tier. He ends up in upper A. I can't give him like I'm putting him in S tier, but that
Okay.
doesn't mean he gets S
Okay.
because
Okay.
chat averaged like 2 in D tier, 2 in S, 2 in A. So it's like there was disdain. He can't go in S tier after all that shade, but I'm putting Sakuya at the top of A tier. Sakuya Labelle
Okay.
Shirogane. He is by far one of my favorite characters in all of recent video games
Mhm.
that I've ever played. Like
Mhm.
he is not my favorite character in the story even, but
Yeah.
top 5 for sure.
I think next it would be only fitting to do his brother Yuya.
Yep, Yuya. All right, I'm gonna start the poll for Yuya. You can give your.
Yeah. Yuya is honestly really cool. He's the cool brother between the two. I really like him. First
By
of
the
all,
way, I'm not putting in D anymore because I don't
yeah,
think anyone's gonna choose D for most of these characters,
yeah, that's true.
and
That's true.
none of them deserve that, and they're not getting D because well.
The votes are rigged now, boys.
No, but look, none of these characters are bad enough to warrant D
Yeah,
tier.
yeah, that's true.
Especially
That's true.
like that's the thing
Yuya
is, yeah.
loves his baby
Oh,
brother more than
actually, sorry
anything in
guys.
the world. Uh huh.
Oh, Jennifer hit D by accident and meant A. It's okay because someone else voted D tier and I was on the fence. So top of A tier is still where Sakuya goes. But for if you guys want to write in D tier, you can write it in from now on because I'm not.
Yeah.
But
So Yuya, secret agent, loves his baby brother so much he murdered his other. Like
no,
he.
he murdered the other egg.
And then
Although
he
to
had
be
the
fair,
whole-
his dad that egg's dad was a piece of work. But
Yeah. Well, like also that's a lot to put on like somebody who's like a 1 or 2 year old.
I know.
He's a little kid. And he had to live with all that guilt, and he just wants his brother to be happy and like live in like high society and have a happy life, even though his brother hates him. And that's like so sweet. And he's also trying to like catch a serial killer while taking care of his while caring for his brother from afar.
And
There's
flirting
so
with
much.
all the ladies.
Yeah. I love this character so much. I would put him in A tier.
So, as many people who know me and Charlie know,
Mm-hmm. A or B, actually.
top 3 character in One Piece is Sanji, and he is kind of like the Sanji of this game.
Yes.
I'll put him in A tier for what I say.
Yeah.
And I think chat's pretty much we've all coalesced on Yuya basically being an A tier because chat has 1 vote S, 1 vote B, 3 votes A.
Yeah. He's a good character. We all love Yuya.
We don't even need more. We don't need more votes. I don't think because if
What
all
do you
of us are saying
What do you
A.
think of Yuya? I kind of rambled. What are your thoughts on Yuya?
Oh man, he's great. Like So here's the thing about Yuya.
I remembered you said you felt meh about him in the main story.
I felt meh about him in the main story. That is true. However, and this is a big however,
Mm-hmm.
and I'm putting him right next to his brother too in the tier list. So the thing about Yuya, he is such a good character in some ways, but like there's an extra level of depth that I feel like we never get with him. Like we never really get like the full. I mean, you never get him vulnerable. That's really what kills it for me. It's like he would be a great character if he was more like the only time we ever get him vulnerable is during that backstory, and
when he was dying.
I know when he was dying. We got that whole thing when he was dying. It was fake dying, I guess now, but
Yeah. Well, at the time he was like, if Leon didn't get him, then he would have
Mhm.
died.
Yep.
So it's not like it was ingenuine, because at the time he was like, these are my final moments. But yeah, I really like Yuya.
Yeah, Yuya's great.
Next, I would say Oko-san.
Oh, you're pulling out.
Cool,
You're pulling out.
cool.
Cool! All right, guys. All right, guys.
Cool, cool.
All right, I'm tempted to put in like a lot of different high level.
Just put them all as S.
I know. I was like, I'm very tempted.
Yeah, he had to kill one brother to save the other.
All right. Look. See, look. This is my tier. These are the tiers you're allowed to vote for with Oko-san. Oh my god! Wow, that's very, very, very resounding S tier.
I mean, he's the pudding god. How do you?
I put in 2 different S's. I put SABS. Like,
yeah.
on the off chance someone just isn't enthused, you can write B. You can write C and D tier in, by the way. I'm not gonna actually take away that option.
Where would you rate Oko-san? Where would you rate him?
I mean, I did say I have to cap it at S tier. I can't actually vote anything above that, but he is emphatically, like, Sakuya was SA, like, I lean towards S. Oko-san, candidate for my favorite character in this game, S tier.
It's funny because Oko-san and Sakuya are, like, the school rivals.
Opposite.
Like, they hate each other. Like,
and that's part of why I hated Sakuya so much.
Yeah.
And why he dragged himself all the way. He had such a good moment with them too. Pudding.
Yeah. Oh, their moment in the after story together was. Oh, I loved it. Oh.
Yes. Skoggle. C and D tier are write-ins.
Yeah.
I mean, if y'all want to vote, and someone voted B tier, I think he did it out of protest. If I'm like, maybe someone did say B tier, but. All right, so here's I'm gonna gush about Oko-san for a second. All right, guys, Oko-san it's not just the pudding god.
Yeah. He can literally walk on water. Our Lord and Savior, Oko Christ.
His swimming is running on the water.
Mm-hmm.
This bird is so fast, and he's such a good heart, and such a good bird. He always cared about his friends in every situation.
That is so true.
He is kind of a doofus because, quite literally, in the game, as is established, his intellect did not develop at the same level as many of the other birds. There are a lot of birds like that.
But, yeah, he's sentient, but he's not, like, on their level.
He said B because he's somewhere between B and C for you. Well, look, Skoggle, we don't agree on a lot of things. That is one thing we won't be agreeing on for a while.
I would have to put him at S tier. He is such a loyal friend. When Protag died, he didn't understand. He was like, "What? We have to evacuate here. We have to fight Protag. Make sure she's safe." And then, like, that broke my cold dead heart.
It hit so many like 2 of the moments in the final story. Like, I think I almost cried 3 or 4 times, and at least 2 of them were Oko-san.
He's like, and that's the crazy thing is, like, he's a very minor character in the after story. Yet whenever he is on screen, it is like the sweetest thing. It's like when he comforted Sakuya through Yuya's death, and then whenever Ryota was this like mindless zombie, he's like, "Yeah, you're my friend. You're sick, and you're not well. You gotta."
Chat has given 7 votes. 1 is B tier, and 6 of them are S tier.
It's not a question. He's S tier. The pudding god. The pudding god.
Oko-san, though, his character model is the only one that's not even a human. Like, do you look at all these other ones that have like the little intro cards? You got all the birds. Oko-san, nope. He's bird all the way.
I wonder if because he's not like fully like as
that's
like
what
he's
it's like. He's a pigeon in a school uniform in his thing.
I wonder if because like they mentioned he's not like as intellectually developed as they are, if that's why he doesn't have a human form.
I really like his character type. Just him in particular doesn't do a lot for me. What are you talking about? What are you talking about, bro?
What do you mean it doesn't do a lot?
Like, that's what I'm like.
He goes coo and stomps on the pudding. What more could you want in a man?
Dude, he found the true pudding.
True pudding.
Is there any like what else can you ask for of this bird?
Also, I love that the bird that they have for Oko-san just looks like he has this crazed look in his eye, and I love
he's like always staring at you like sideways.
He looks so fucking unhinged. It's so cute.
It's the best thing. I like Oko-san's character for me has always been at the beginning of the game. I had no interest in Oko-san. I was like, oh, Ryota and Yuya and the teacher-san, and Oko-san stomps into the scene, and he's looking. He's on a mission.
Yeah, he's a man on a mission.
Oko-san. It's not that Oko-san did nothing wrong,
but he did nothing
never
wrong.
done anything. It's like he's done everything right.
Yeah, he's always done everything right. Yeah, and I love that him and Angel become friends, honestly.
Yeah,
I love that.
I love that.
I love that.
Oko-san's top tier. All right, next tier. Guess what we're gonna do, Charlie.
What are we gonna do?
Guess what we're gonna do. Hold on. You're
Is
gonna learn. We're gonna learn with we're gonna go with the poll.
Well, I think my vote is obvious for this guy. Look. S tier.
Alright.
He stops the Tree of Blight. He saved humanity. And apparently, we learned in the after story that's all in his imagination, but still?
D tier is a write-in, but if any of you people can't find it in your heart to put Angel above D tier, I don't know what's wrong with you.
Best character, hands down. First of all, even in his human form, he looks really cool. Second, it's just like he's so creative and imaginative, and his signature pots and pans. He would first of all, he was.
I'm gonna say this. Helpful. I'm gonna say this 100%. Anytime after playing his story, you heard pots and pans, you went nuts. You were like so happy.
Yeah. Oh my god, I love him. He is a wonderful character.
Angel Higure. This is why I can't say Oko-san is definitely my favorite character. I said maybe. Yeah, because Angel Higure makes it very difficult. He is like a lot of the things I like in this game.
Yeah. He is the embodiment of chaos.
Oh, and the Luzon is actually, of the birds, that is my favorite bird in this game. That they the Luz.
He does have a very unique bird with the red chest. That is very unique, very unique.
I love it so much. We got a tie. 2 votes S, 2 votes A. I mean, the chat could swing it back down to A probably by like several votes coming in last minute for D tier write-in. But I mean, unless chat rails hard with the other votes they make, you know.
I would say S. I would say S.
I'm guessing it's like Oko-san is the only one who got a better positive. And I think part of that is the coup.
Yeah. Just because Oko-san's kind of been a meme on these nights.
I know. It's like, that's why. Did you see the poll I wrote for Oko-san? I just put coup really loud.
Yeah.
But Angel's the only character who makes me have to really pause and you know, because he's also he's got all the best he's such a good character.
His power is literally.
Actually, hold on. Luzon. He is this guy, Angel Higure. I'm gonna throw him up there because he already made it.
But yeah,
he's got his character model has the blood stain on his chest. He has the eye patch thing. It was probably not actually injury. It's his fake stuff, but it's to complement. Yeah. And he was right. In the end, we fought the Tree of Blight.
Yeah. I know in the after story we learned that's his imagination, but he's able to pull people into his chaotic imagination. That means that he was able to push you into his chaos in his main story. And that's hilarious. But
he is so powerful. He's one of the most powerful characters in all of anime.
That's true. He's a wonderful guy. He's a guy. He all he cares about is justice and keeping his school safe.
Exactly. He is He's such a good bird. We
Yeah,
got we
he's a good.
got we got 6 votes. 4 for S and 2 for A. Like Angel narrowly misses
Mm,
being as high on the list as Oko-san, but that's because everyone voted S basically on Oko-san except
yeah,
one.
yeah, yeah,
It is possible to have a perfect vote, but Angel goes right next to his friend. Right now we have Oko-san and Angel in S tier. We have Sakia, LaBelle Shirogane, and Yuya right next
yeah,
to Sakia, and then JB right next to Yuya. It's like a perfect trinity.
yeah.
As well as
Let
Brian, Pigeon, and Azami rounding out A tier. We have Pro Tag and all the rest. Basically, who
let's
cares?
let's do shoe. Let's do shoe.
Doctor Shu. All right, look,
Yeah,
look.
Doctor Shoe.
We're gonna do Doctor Shu later. We're gonna pull out
Okay.
Nagaki because I feel like I don't
Okay.
have a lot of. Oh, whoops! I gotta end the poll. Um. All right. So Nagaki, Bruce Willis.
Our ghost boy.
Nagaki.
He
All right.
the after story, which don't get me wrong, I loved Nagaki before, but normally I would put him in like A or B. But after his after story, and I know I'm being very generous with the S tiers, but he did a lot. He tried to save humans from like this disease, and
Oh yeah,
he was
he sacrifices
yeah
his life.
yeah
He burns himself to death. He destroys himself just
a
so.
horrific death, by the way.
Yeah, a very horrific death, really sad and tragic, especially what
Yeah.
happened with Nagaki and not Nagaki, Nanaki,
Yeah,
the
Nanaki.
teacher son. It's so rough. And oh wait,
Yeah,
here's
that's
Nageki,
Nageki.
right over he.
Yeah,
But
yeah.
he is having a whoops, freaking wrong tab again. He's
Mm,
having a good time, like just
yeah,
in the library and not like getting bothered by anyone, and like
yeah, yeah.
it's sad eventually, but you know,
Hmm.
I did put Nagaki and then in
Which
parentheses Bruce Willis.
which one of you flatfoots voted C?
Yeah,
What the hell?
damn.
He's just a sad and lonely little boy,
And he like his storyline was maybe my favorite.
his was
No,
so fun.
Angel's is my favorite, but
Yeah, his was
his is
really
either
fun
second or
though.
third. Like
Yeah,
his
yeah,
individual story, like it was a really good twist and everything.
yeah, yeah. His was a really fun storyline. Um, I think that makes me also appreciate his storyline a little bit more. That he died to save humans because he didn't want his disease to spread to them. But then, like, he romances a human in one of the storylines. I think that's kind of cute.
He does.
But yeah, it's he's a good boy. He's a good boy. I would S tier him. But I think
What's up with all the A's?
yeah, I guess you all A tier him. This man sacrificed his life. This man died for your sins, and you
Look,
put him in A tier.
he literally was like, "Yo, this disease that I have randomly, it could actually wipe out human. I'm just gonna kill myself. I'm gonna get rid of it."
And also,
It was in vain. It sucked because it's
yeah,
like only
yeah,
one human died from it. Well, actually,
yeah,
no. Happy ending, right?
yeah, yeah,
Question
yeah.
mark. Was it just
Yeah.
her brain, or was it like I don't know?
It was her brain that got damaged when we like Pikachu thunderbolted her,
I know.
and so she was like, "We don't have the technology," and so they were like, "Well, then we'll go get the technology." So I think the ending is left up to interpretation. But I think that would be a sucky ending if you interpret it like, "Oh, they open the thing up and they're dead."
Yeah, that would have been a terrible ending. It wouldn't have gone with the story at all.
Yeah, yeah. So I personally think they managed to live, but I like Nagaki. I would put him in S tier, but I think most of the votes are for A.
Well, it seems as though alright, so the current vote total, and I'm gonna wait for it to go a little bit more, but we have 2 votes for S, 1 for C, 3 for A. So effectively we've got at least A tier, if not higher.
Yeah.
And you're voting for S, right?
Yes. What do you vote?
That's what I'm trying to decide, like, because it's gonna actually make the difference, I think, but whether I vote A or S. And honestly, there was never a moment where I was like enamored by Nagaki more than the other characters, except for like his specific moments. But at the
Mhm.
same time, there was never a moment I didn't like him on the screen. Like
He's
even
a good
even in his
boy.
little like cutaways in like the beginning when you don't know who he is and you just think he's another
Mhm.
student. I
Yeah,
enjoyed
yeah,
it. I
yeah,
like the whole the library plotline. I liked his and Protag stuff. He's actually his highlight for me was during his own story.
yeah, yeah.
And that's what I'm
Also,
gonna say. I'm gonna make it story based. So I'm gonna say S.
also, I would say that knowing his backstory makes me appreciate Nanaki's more too, because in Nanaki's, if I'm remembering correctly, we assumed he meant he lost his wife, but he
Yeah,
said
that
he
was the
lost. He said he lost a loved one, right?
yeah.
Yeah, and so it's
That's why I'm
one of
like,
the
oh, and thinking back all the way because I was like, oh wait, he's his brother. Oh wait, what's going on? And I thought like, oh wait, maybe this bird is like a woman bird, and that was his lover or something. This wait, no, no, this is him, and he changed his whole look and
yeah,
everything. I was like, this
yeah,
can't be him, and it's like, wow. But yeah, the Nagaki final storyline, it really like such a good story driven character that it's like he has
mhm,
the plot, the entirety of the plot on his side. I have to give him
yeah,
S tier. I feel like I would put him in my ranking maybe even behind Sakuya, but still like
mhm,
he deserves an S. So
yeah,
it's 5 minutes. The votes are the same. We're sticking Fujishiro Nagaki in S tier.
yeah. And I guess it's only fitting to do his brother next.
Ah, yes, yes,
Nanaki,
yes.
formerly known as Hitomi.
Sensei. Let's go with Sensei.
Nanaki.
I
I,
can't believe the plot. Like, I thought
oh
we were
yeah.
done, and then they just throw
Uh,
that crap at us. And
I,
he's nuts.
I, first of all,
I was gonna say like, because I came into tonight thinking like, all right, so here is some of my thought process on everyone. Who have we not covered actually? So I don't accidentally say them. So we haven't done Ryota or Doctor Shu yet, and
mm,
my opinions of Ryota and Doctor Shu did not change a lot throughout the story. I will say of these characters.
well, first of all, I think we all know how much I appreciate a yandere character.
Yeah, yeah. I was waiting
Um,
for that one. I'm gonna keep my JoJo in the background even though I fixed the rest of it because it is a JoJo moment. Look, I thought we were basically done with the story. I was like, you know, Nagaki's like, I'd probably put him as like a solid B tier or something like because it's like his story was really great in the beginning. During his story, I loved
yeah,
him, and he's interspersed throughout the whole story. He's a very major character throughout the main plot
yeah,
until we get to the after the end, and
yeah,
I'm like,
yeah.
you know, he's really not shining thus far. He's kind of just like, and this is why I was
There.
like, behind in my head, I'm like, what's he gonna do towards the end? And I
Yeah,
did not expect that. I did not expect any of that plot twist.
yeah,
I did not
yeah.
expect any of that character growth. We've got a current only two people have voted thus far. However, or sorry, three now. We got
Mm.
two A tiers and an S tier. Oh, sorry,
So,
four votes, two S tiers now.
yeah. So, Nanaki, first of all, I fucking love, the overly chill, laid back, like, character types. Like Urahara from Bleach. Like, just like, and
Oh,
that's kind of
Kisuke
what he
Urahara.
reminds.
Yeah, he did give off that vibe.
Yeah, yeah, that's kind of the vibe I get, which I really appreciated. He's also the only character to break fourth wall when Protag is like, "Oh no, I'm late for school." He's like, "Hey, look up at the corner there."
Yeah, I know the fourth wall break when it's like, hey,
Yeah.
what does that thing in the corner say?
Mm.
Dude,
He's, he's
I should have done Angel and Oko Sublass.
uh,
Everyone's leaving. No, I'm kidding. We've gone down like a couple
uh,
notches, but it's fine. We're
I
almost done.
I
As far
would
as
definitely
no
put
info
him in
can't give
S.
input on this one. Jacelyn, were you on the first stream? Because that's when we actually like the first episode is when we did his whole thing, and that's when I
Yeah,
first got my true appreciation for this game was going through his story.
yeah, he's amazing.
Like I
He's
said, if we
amazing.
started with Ryota, I would have thought it was fine. I would have thought it
Yeah,
was decent. Ryota's story was sad because of the twist at the end, but I expected it.
yeah.
With the
He's a solid
sensei,
S tier.
I completely thought he was the bad guy through the first thing. I
Yeah,
was like, "There's no way,"
yeah,
and then
yeah,
it's just like you have his monologue at the end, and it's so moving. It was
yeah,
just
yeah.
so good.
It's a thing too because like I know like we were talking about it before about like how it's a little weird how like literally all the students are like, well, not all the students, but students are dying, getting dismembered and shit
And
like
he's
that.
really calm.
Yeah, and he's like really calm, pretty much acting like nothing's going on. Like I said,
He's biding his time to wait for his moment.
yeah, yeah. Like I said before, he is a master of like acting okay in these situations because from the very beginning, he's here to get his revenge. That is the entire reason he's been a teacher.
Yeah.
So he is used to like just like that's kind of I think at this point his default is even if he does feel something, he just to act like everything is normal.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's a great teacher. He has narcolepsy. Don't know why they did not.
I know,
I don't know
like,
why they didn't.
he had that whole narcolepsy quirk, and it's like,
Yeah.
so here's the thing. He never really narked throughout the end. He never
Yeah.
He
yeah.
was waiting. Dude was
Yeah.
like, I wonder if the narcolepsy was when he communicated with the shadow self.
Oh, maybe. But
That's what I was thinking. I'm like, oh, maybe is this why?
I like that. I like that theory. I like that theory.
And it is a theory because unless we get any kind of outside material, we played this whole damn game.
Oh God, can you imagine being Ryuta being held at knife point by his teacher with narcolepsy? Like, oh God, please don't fall asleep. Please don't fall asleep.
Yeah.
Well, maybe do, because, like, if you just get cut, okay, you can escape.
Slow it, and then all of a sudden, I'm sorry, Jennifer. Like I said, you can always rewatch, because this is going up on YouTube and staying there forever, I think.
Yeah.
We got, we almost have the end. We got 2 S votes, 3 A votes. I really liked the teacher. Again, if we played a different storyline at the beginning, I don't know if I would like this game as much. This is when I took it seriously. It was because of Nakaki.
Yeah.
Or Nanaki Sensei, and he.
I would S tier him. But that's my humble opinion. Yeah. Even before the yandere twist, I was like S tier. But after the yandere twist,
oh well, I would not have. I came in ready to vote B today, and my vote has changed. I'm gonna go with I'm gonna go with A tier. It was a late burn for me. Like he could have jockeyed his way to S tier, but for me, it's like.
I also find it interesting now when I look back on like the moments. Like there's a moment where he and Shu are like bickering about something in the faculty room, and it's not like a major thing, but it's also like one of those things where it's like I wonder where he like what he was thinking in that moment. Actually,
so we're gonna
he's
put
just
him,
so calm and chill.
Yeah, we're gonna put him at the top of A. He was a late surprise character, but yeah, I'm saying A, but it's hard because I was like, it's difficult. But I've already given 4 characters S tiers on my own accord.
Yeah,
and they were all like my Okusans, the Angel, Nagaki, and even Saki. Like I'm putting him above Sakuya in our tally. And A tier. But it's like they're just the main characters were so good in this story. Next character we're going to do we're gonna do Ryota.
Ryota, good boy. He's our protagonist's childhood friend. He's a sickly little his mom dies. That's not funny. But his mother's last
his mom dies. Not funny. You're good.
His mother's last words to him were for him to rely on bitches.
Okay, that's kind of our headcanon, but yeah. That is true. It's like rely on protag, and it was like, rely on bitches. It's because we named ourselves, I think it was Bitches, my dude. That was your name. We had Beta Cuck for the last story, and that was what ended up being, I think. So I was like, oh man, it's like I'm thinking of them as Beta Cuck, and then Bitches, my dude is like the minor. It's like there's actually one time we went through with the default name, which is what she's known as in the fan base.
Yeah. Hyoko, I think, or something like that.
Yeah, it's like Hyoko or something like, oh, Ryota's got a range.
Oh, yeah.
We got 2 S's, an A, and a B. So he's right now sitting at least an A tier, depending on
where would you rank him? What do you think of Ryota?
All right, Ryota's a solid character. I feel like I don't know. He got a lot of screen time and didn't really impress me with it, but he always impressed me before then. So it's like I would have originally said at least A tier, and I'm sticking with either A or S. I'm having a
Oh,
hard time.
what do you mean by he did not impress you?
He didn't impress like so his story after things happen like it's the opposite of Sakuya. It's sort of like he crumpled, he shut down, and it
His
like it made
best
sense.
friend
It
just
made
died.
sense. It made so much sense, but like towards the end of the story, he felt like a plot device. Like he felt like he became the protagonist and didn't really
Yeah.
do a lot with it other than be the victim. And to
I
me,
mean,
it's just it was hard for me narratively. Like he was walking in A tier and he's walking out A tier because he was the
yeah.
great childhood. Like he was such a good try hard. Like he was the one of my favorite characters of the story.
I
And
I will say I am a sucker for the
Nagaki
childhood friend trope.
and Sakuya both shot way up from the
Yeah.
end. Because
Yeah,
otherwise,
yeah.
Ryoto probably would have been my number 3, but he's my number
I
5. I'm gonna go with that.
I am such a sucker for the childhood friend trope, and then also like it's kind of like in the same vibe as Nanaki, of like he does end up kind of sacrificing himself for the greater good by throwing himself in the fucking just
Yeah,
staying down in the basement forever in the fucking freezer. Um and that is very sweet. And
it
he's
was
with
very
his
sweet.
best friend. So he's with his best friend. And he didn't know if he was going to live or die, He was just like, I'm ready to die here if that's what I gotta do.
Very true. He did
But,
not know, and it was
you
kind of
know,
like his sacrifice at the end, where he's like, "All right, I'm gonna stay and get shot, and I'm gonna die, so that way."
what was he supposed to do? Escape and kill the humans? Like
I
that's
know that's like, and for me, it's like he lost everything.
yeah.
He
He's a
didn't
sweet
even know his mom was gonna die. Like his mom,
yeah,
like at that ending, it's like he reunites with them, but his mom should be dead
yeah.
by then.
Yeah.
Unless for some reason she wouldn't have died in some butterfly effect, but she dies
Yeah.
at the end of his own story, and that's like ending number 1.
Yeah. Yeah. He's a sweet, innocent, gentle little being that doesn't want to hurt anybody. And to find out that he indirectly killed his best friend is just like, that's so
I
sad.
know. I mean, that's why I'm having a really hard time A or S tier.
I will
What
say
do you think, Charlie?
I would put him in A tier. I would put him in A tier.
You say A tier.
Mm.
Am I overrating or am I overrating the bird?
Well, like I'm only putting A tier because I've been putting S for every single one, and I'm like, am I being too?
You're
They're all
not
just
being
such
too
good
generous. You're not
characters.
being like I said. All of these characters were absolute bangers.
Yeah.
Do you actually want to do S tier or do you want to do A tier?
Oh, that's terrible.
You're gonna S
I
tier 'em?
just,
All right.
I just feel like I'm being too generous because every time a character pops up, I'm like S tier, S tier.
He's going like talking through it. I kind of lean more towards S tier, and chat is saying 1B, 2 A's, 2 S's, and I feel like we have to put him at the bottom of S tier for that. If that's indeed because we're gonna wait for a second. We're getting any last minute votes because there's only 5 so far, but he's doing he was a good character like for the childhood friend trope character.
Yeah.
He's maybe one of my favorites. Like it's
Oh,
just
yeah.
that good of a character. Like all of the characters, all of the main characters in the series, and none of them are below A tier for me, except for
yeah.
Protag. Like
Yeah.
Protag is like it's B, but like B in the sense that like I said, no F tier characters really in this game. Like
Yeah,
B just because you're sitting next to all these other characters, and it's like you can't be anything but B tier. They're so good.
Mm-hmm.
It's like all the minor characters got low votes for me, but we got 5 votes, and he's sitting at the bottom of S. That's how it's gonna be, I guess. And the final character, we have one more remaining.
S
All
tier.
right, so here's the thing. I knew you were gonna go S tier out the gate from Charlie. All right, so
This
I'm
might be
gonna
controversial.
Dr. Shu. I don't know if you're gonna be like, yo, like pull a Jason Voorhees, like Dr. Shu. He never did anything wrong.
Yeah, he did nothing wrong.
he
He's going
literally-
around granting wishes.
I know he's going around being a fucking genie, and you're all sitting here like, I don't know. It's like I put Dr. Shu.
Ungrateful.
Ungrateful. So Dr. Shu over here, Emery Shu is that weird like chubby partridge, which doesn't fit his character because it's not like his character is like sort of a
like
a creepy thin little a dude
like
kind of.
a very lanky like.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's very weird how his bird does not look anything like him. Like all the other ones
Yeah.
make sense, Okosan especially, but all the other
Yeah, yeah.
ones
I
they
mean, like, yeah,
match.
even with Angel, they've like managed to make a match with like the bandage that has the red stain
I
on the chest.
know.
It.
All right, oh wow, wow. Okay, by the way, D tier is
Oh,
allowed. It is allowed if you want to write it in, but
don't remind them.
wow. Yeah, no, don't do that to don't do that to our poor Charlie.
I love. Look, I like a good villain. Okay, I like a good villain, and
So can yeah, you keep going on, keep going on.
and shoot, I'm also a sucker for glasses. You got
Oh yeah,
glasses.
Doctor She's got the
Yeah.
foggy glasses. Hard Eyes is back. Yeah,
Uh,
Hard Eyes went away. I choke it off. There you go. It's gone. We
I
had so many Hard Eyes last
uh,
game because I kept opening because the X button on my computer is the S button, which is also Hard Eyes with Chimney Sweep
and
Nose. That Chimney Sweep Nose. I love how you say Chimney Sweep Nose. That's like the depresso, but with Hard Eyes, it looks like I got soot on my face. But anyway. Keep going on
but
about Dr. Shu.
yeah, he's not the most ethical character. He's not the
No.
most morally correct character. But for what he is and what his character is, I love him. He is S tier. What do you think about Dr. Shu? I know you don't love him as much as I do, probably.
No one will ever love him as much as you do, Charlie. Alright, so here's the character arc, right? We come in, Dr. Shu is like, yep, Charlie's like, head over heels. No, no one can hold the candle until that fateful day when the pots and pans came crashing down, and then it's like, all right, Dr. Shu, step aside. And for me, it was like Dr. Shu was actually a really good character. The problem I have is in his own story, there's no plot twist.
Yeah, that's true. That's true. I was
What?
expecting there to be
Dude,
some plot twist.
Mike in the chat. From what I've seen, he seems like an ass, but I'm still say yes to you. Look,
Yeah, yeah. He is an ass. He is an ass. But that's part of his charm.
I know it is actually like as much than an asshole as he is. Like he does it so well. He's very convincing.
Yeah.
He can make me buy it.
Yeah, like fucking Sakuya was like, I'm gonna turn you into the police.
He's like, all right.
Yeah, he's like, okay. I'll just see if I can remember you. Like,
yeah, I know. He's like, he threw so much shade on my boy Sakuya at the very end. He's like, damn, and then gets shot, and he's like, fine. Like he's not fine, but he's like, all right. He's like, in a wheelchair. It's like, yeah, happens.
Yeah. And
Badass.
I kind of wonder about Shu's character is like he's very selfish, very selfish. This is all a very self-centered thing. But like, because they show his backstory and him granting wishes and him being Ryota's father's friend and co-worker, is there some part of him that is like well-meaning with these bad things?
I know. That's part of it. The thing is like, it's hard to hate him. Like, especially at the end, I'm like, again, I thought my opinions on him were like, he has not risen or fallen. I had my idea of what I was gonna say pretty early on with Dr. Shu, like with before coming on today with this tier list. I kind of knew what I was gonna. It was between two letters, and I've already kind of made my decision. Chat right now is saying one vote for C tier, and 4 votes for S tier. That is effectively as good as we got with Oko-san. Kind of. Well, okay, no. Someone said B with Oko-san because he was like, well, so he's like slightly below Oko-san in the rankings already. You put him as S tier very emphatically. And honestly, I have to give it to it. He's an S tier character.
He is. We love our.
I'm sure you're happy about that.
Boy.
I'm gonna put him
Yes,
above Fujishiro and Nagaki. I'm gonna put him smack dab in the middle.
Yes.
And it's like he was a good villain in all the plot. Like he works so well in every part of the story he's in.
He's such a good villain.
Yeah.
Even when he's Wallenstein, he's a good guy. He's
I know,
a good
Wallenstein. I love how like I wish I could remember all of the different names. But
I know Protag was Edo Blau.
Edo Blau, and then what was it, the Angel of Despair? Oh no, it was
He
what was his
called
name for himself?
he called him what was it? I
Judica.
thought Judica. Judica. He's a child of Judica.
Yeah. Yep. Poll ended. He's basically the second most popular character I think in votes. Let me see if I can go. Yoda, Sensei,
Yeah.
Nageki. Angel didn't even have that ratio. Well, okay. Angel had something similar. He had 2 votes for A and
Yeah.
4 for S. So
I will say also with Shu's story, that's also why even though I would rank like I think I said I'd rank Protag like what, A tier or B
yeah.
tier? And the only reason why I would not give her an S tier was because of Shu's story. Because it is so obvious that he's a murderer, and she is not like she is treating the red flags like they're checkpoints. Like,
I know.
and that's the only reason why I was not going to give Protag an S tier, because like
She do be a
I don't know.
dumbass. No offense.
I like dumb characters, but even for me, I was like, that's a little too dumb.
Oh yeah. Way too dumb. Way too dumb for us. That's like, all right. So this is our tier list, right? We got Oko-san, Angel Higure, Dr. Shu, we got Nagaki, and we got Ryota all in the S tier. That is like a cadre of excellent characters.
Yeah.
Then
And I would say,
we got Teacher-san, Sakuya, the ever like mind-boggling Sakuya. We got Yuya. Somehow Yuya came in last of the main 8 romanceables.
yeah.
For
somehow.
me, it makes sense because Yuya, like I said, we all right, so there's something I do have to say. In the scope of video game characters, I feel like they're all S tier. Like all of them were incredibly good. Like I had like before we went into the final story, I was like, some of these are like better than others, but I'm not like no, all of them are amazing.
Yeah.
All 8 of them. All 8 of the main romanceable plot, amazing. I love the fact that Angel came in the end. And like, because we got some Oko-san and everything initially and all that. We got Nagaki and Angel both tie in back into the end story, and I was like, maybe we'll get Nagaki for a little bit. I didn't even think we'd get Angel. Angel came in and he became a big part, and I was like, yo, you remember that bird with a bloodstained chest? Like,
yeah.
Oh, and then you were like, oh, and I was like, ooh, yeah.
And then like
Oko-san.
also like Angel was super helpful once he did join them in the after story.
Angel's a good boy. He's like all
he
of
was
these
literally
characters,
a bloodhound.
all of these characters except for Dr. Shu, Sakuya prior to the end, Nagaki a little bit in the end, and all of them were really good boys. Like just women. Find you a man like almost any of these guys. Don't
find you a man like Dr. Shu.
Yeah, I was gonna say don't find you a man like Dr. Shu, and don't find you a man who's literally already dead. But other than that, find you a man like any of these guys.
Yeah.
And Hard Eyes. Oh, okay. Like I got so here. All right, so here. This is our final Hatoful boyfriend stream. This will never die.
So sad.
It'll never within the lore and community of our channels. We're always gonna know. We're always gonna have Ku. We're always gonna have.
Yes.
We're always gonna have the Crimson Angel of Judica or whatever.
Yes.
We're always gonna have Dr. Shu.
I do love that we just finished playing the bird dating sim game, and then now next week we're going to play the fucking fried chicken game. God, it's time to eat Yuya again.
I was taking a drink. I nearly just exploded all over my desk. I made the connection in my head when you said, "Yo, I love her playing the bird game," and then next week I'm like, I'm about to die. I didn't mean it like that. I wasn't saying, "Yo, fried chicken." None of these birds were chickens.
Yuya's death was so funny, huh?
Oh look, Yuya, my boy. Come on, like. This is part of why I don't like Protag. You rat out Yuya.
Oh,
like,
yeah,
we kill Angel by accident. That was an accident. We ratted out Yuya. We could have had his back.
Yeah. Because, like, any normal person would just be like, oh, he's lying, but he wouldn't do that for no reason.
Yeah,
so.
like...
Yeah.
We know Dr. Shu is sus as shit.
Yeah.
We're not gonna hurt our boy.
Protag even acknowledges that Dr. Shu is like a suspicious person. So like,
Yeah.
wouldn't you just, I don't know, take one for the homie?
You know, looking at this tier list, I find it very funny that Brian Pigeon came in above Protag. It was kind of a meme vote, but it was like Azumi honestly was not a bad. Like she was a pretty good side character, to be honest. So I have no problem with her. JB Leone was also a really good side character, so I don't have a problem with him being an A tier. Brian Pigeon is funny to see here. You know, I'm putting Brian behind Azumi.
Yeah.
I'm gonna do that little nudge.
If it were up to me, Protag would be an A tier, but I understand people's grievances with it.
I
have my own.
Well, it was more so of like, come on, like there were too many knocks against Protag, and the fact that like these 11 birds that came above her make 100% sense.
Yeah,
maybe with the exception of Brian. So, but 10 birds deserved a spot above her. How do you not say B tier? Of 16 contestants, 10 beat you. You're a B tier character. I'm sorry.
Yeah. I do love her. I do love her. She's not my favorite character, but I do like her because, you know, dating sims typically don't give their protags personalities, and I hate that.
I do say that like with a very heavy heart to put her in B tier, because she did actually have a personality. They wrote her really well for a blank protag. Like she has her own dialogue and everything, but it's like she's smart enough to know certain things, but also stupid in certain moments that stick in my craw. And the fact that she's a non-factor in the recency bias. She hasn't been hardly in the last 4 episodes. Other than as a scarecrow and going crack, clank, clack throughout the hallways. Yeah.
And then trying to kill her friends. What the fuck is up with that?
I know. She should have taken hold and done something. You know. I mean, I'm blaming someone who's literally dead.
Yeah. It would have been
victim
more
blaming
interesting.
much?
Yeah, it would have been more interesting for like the twist if like they're running away because they're like, this freaky scarecrow's chasing me. But it's actually like the protag is sentient and she's like trying to tell them what's going on. That would have been much more interesting than her like carelessly like slashing at them.
I know. And it's like, we could never have known that was protag. And the fact that like, we did the zappy thing, like, it would have killed us if we hadn't.
Yeah.
We had to do it.
Yeah, it was like self-defense. But yeah, protag, she's a good character. She's cool. I like her.
She was well enough written to really deserve a spot in our hearts.
Yes. We need more protags like her. I do, and she says the most out of pocket shit too, and that's hilarious.
She does do a lot of that. Like again, recency is not the thing. The first 11 episodes, we get all of Protag's dialogue.
Yeah.
But you know, good night, all. Good night, Jennifer. Anything else? Anything else to say before we end off? Because we're about to make this a 3.5 hour stream, and we're not going past midnight. That's something we're not gonna do. Anyone in chat? Any final thoughts about this game? Anything like that?
Sad to leave it. Sad to leave it. Honestly, it's such a good game.
I know. Like the thing I was saying, like I was talking with Scott, I'm like, it's really sad because I really don't want to be done playing this game.
There's same. Left. Welcome next week where we play Hatoful Boyfriend again.
Dude, we just replay Hatoful Boyfriend.
Just over and over.
No, it's okay. At least we got through the game in 15 episodes.
Yeah. Today we played the bird dating sim game. To next week we're going to play the bird eating game.
I feel like I would have never remembered half the dialogue if it took us long to play. Not knocking because... Alright, Ligma is not about the game.
Ligma is more like just a podcast with Doki Doki in the background.
I know, but I would have never been able to deal... Yeah, Cockatiel number 1, there we go.
Yeah. We love Leon.
Dude, JB Leon, the Cockatiel, like, it's the best.
It is actually kind of cute because I noticed in our tier, Yulia is between his partner in the Secret Agents and his
I know.
brother.
I almost didn't know. Like, I almost did that on purpose because, like, let me put Sakia next to you, and then I actually made the sandwich between Sakia, Yuya, and JB Leon because he was originally the top of A tier, and then Teacher San got there, but that's what I was like. Yeah, he is. It is a very fitting end to the tier list and end to the story. It's like so happy. It's such a good game. We're never
Such
like
a good game.
this is what I said. Easy top 25 video games of mine of all time. I mean, like, this is what I was like with Plants vs Zombies. I had the same thing of like, I understand that people like this game, and with Plants vs Zombies, the hype was there. No one loved this game.
Yeah, like
if they
like
did, they weren't making it very clear. This is an amazing dating sim. Like, I don't. I've seen and played dating sims before. Nowhere near touching this.
Oh yes. It's like everybody who likes this game does not do it justice when when they recommend it, because they're always just like, "Oh, it's the silly bird dating sim game," and it's like, okay, that's cool, I guess, but that's not enough to like sell me. But like, I feel like if I was describing this game to somebody, I would fucking forget to even mention it's about birds.
I know, this was like, and then this is like, you get this character, and he's so, it's like, wow, should be like, this game. All right, they need to make this into an anime.
Oh, they do. This is the story goes so fucking deep. It is so amazing. There's so much world building that you learn completely after the main story. They
introduce all the characters as birds in the first episode, but then they use the humans as the plot. Like, do the opposite of what, because like they introduce all the characters as human, like with the human thing, but they're birds. They need to do the opposite, where it's like a plot line. They're actually birds, so they do bird things, but it's like all the characters themselves.
Yes. God, I love this game.
And then subtitle Oko-san.
Yes. Cool.
Of course, if that happens, you know, I do really, if there was ever an anime, I would petition so hard to be Oko-san.
Oh yeah.
Because all I'd have to do is cow the whole time.
Cow.
But this is like, I've never been this like absolutely overjoyed at a game I thought was a nothing burger, right? Funny bird game. Let's go. Let's play with Charlie, because I had no idea. Like, this is like how things like this happen. Is like, I just thought of it randomly. Like, you know, they play dating sim on Ligma. Let's do something similar for now. Let's start off with something, you know. Let's get a Hatoful boyfriend. It's only like $10 with the DLC is $5, and it's like, all right, that's not a big deal. I'll buy it. I'm so happy. I'm so happy that we decided to play this game.
So much more content than I ever thought it was going to be. This game, I love it so much more than I thought I ever would.
Oh yeah.
God, it is a top tier game. I love it.
Absolutely. And the music was even good. They had
yes.
Like, almost the only thing I could fault this game on is every once in a while, and it was very obvious. Not only is the sentences sometimes were a little harder to read. Sometimes you have to double take.
Sometimes they were awkward.
Sometimes literally typo.
Yeah.
But again, this probably didn't have like an extensive team working on it or anything. Like, this was not a big budget game. This is an indie game. This is one of my favorite indie games of all time.
Oh yes.
Maybe actually my favorite indie game of all time. I don't know if that, like.
Yeah. I would have to agree. It's amazing. Just such a wonderful game. Like, if I was making this tier list just by myself, everybody would probably be in the fucking S tier.
I know, it was like, I have to curb myself because I'm like, I can't put Teachers on an S tier. I put Sakia in my own S tier, and I'm like, well, he comes back down a little bit. It's the fact that Yuya's 8 of the 8 main romantic characters is a testament to the other 7. Yeah. It really is. Yeah, and
like I said, with Sakuya, I was like, main story wise, I would have put him in F tier. But the fact that like the after story was
Good night, Mike. Good night.
Thank you
for coming.
Yeah, good night, Mikey. but the fact that the after story was made me like, we could put him in B. That is such a massive like turnaround that you could put on like how you feel about a character.
No, because like I know you would have said, "Hey, I'm writing in F. It should be
Yeah,
F."
yeah,
Like you would have said
yeah.
that going like. Saki was the only character who was like, man, I really don't like this guy at all, and then everything changes, literally everything. Like this is why the end of the game made me like, my stock just went up. It kept going up until like I came in like. So my thoughts originally before coming on here and voting just today, because I knew we were gonna do a tier list at the end eventually, but I didn't think about it very much. Just today, I was like, all right, Oko-san and Angel are obviously S tier, and Ryota is going to be really high up there, and Nagaki, I don't know, he's going to be at least an A tier, I feel like. And then I'm like, Teacher-san is a little stale for me now, B tier. But Sakuya went up from probably being like a solid a C or D tier at the best to me like, I gotta get he's up there. Like I can't knock. I can knock him because he did all sorts of awful shit in his own storyline. I hated him in one storyline. But
he was just a bully to Oko-san.
He was the MVP, in my opinion. Maybe with the exception being like the fact that, all right, Angel helped us out a lot, but no, literally, like Sakuya was the MVP in every sense of the word, kind of. Most valuable pigeon. He was the most valuable pigeon of the after story.
He was the glue that was keeping Ryota sane.
He was the glue that was keeping Ryota sane. He was making sure things were getting done. He was the only reason we were able to deduce like Angel and all the other stuff. Like he's the reason we figured everything out.
Yeah.
He really was like he was the driving force. Like between him and Ryota, they carried that whole after like the final storyline. And oh my gosh, it was such a big like. I do have to express, this is a bird dating sim, and the final storyline had nothing to do with the dating sim, and it was just like the showcase of how awesome these characters were.
Yeah.
I can't, like, it's just...
Yeah. But the game is so good that even if the focus wasn't on a dating sim and it was just like the after story, that would still just be such a fucking good game.
I know, like... I was thinking, there's a whole after story after this. Man, I'm happy. And then the after story is like, all right, this has sold me.
Oh,
like,
yeah.
I about like the second episode, by then I was like, this has to be in my top 25 games of all time. Like, I don't even know what that list goes out to, but it's gotta be there.
I remember before we played the after story, I believe you made a joke to me, like, what if the after story makes you actually like Sakuya? And I was like, that's not possible. That's not a thing that could happen.
so you had your Bruce Willis moment, and I had my Sakuya moment. Yeah. No, they figured it out. They knew what they were doing.
Yeah.
What if we actually like Sakuya from this after story? Like that'll ever happen. Goodness, this is a game. Y'all. This is one of the, like, if I were to put like pieces of content of all time, top 100, like anything, music, books, anything, this goes in the top 100.
Like,
I'm convinced of that.
I'm heavily contemplating making a video talking about Hatoful Boyfriend and giving it the justice it deserves. Because people who talk about this game just go like, oh, the love interest are birds. It's like, yeah, okay, that's quirky, but like that's not gonna sell me.
Cough. Since you're planning on joining me for the Nobody Understands area, can I cameo?
Oh, sure.
I have to, like, at the very least, if we're talking about our boy San.
Yeah. I'll pop you in and be like, okay, like I'll have a moment where like I'll let you voice your opinion about each and every character.
It's like we put subtitles on the screen and I just go, KILL!
You're just talking cool.
Good night, Jason. We're basically done. I'm just kind of getting it out on system. I'm like, this is such a good game!
Yeah, we have to finish gushing.
You gotta get that gush out. Gotta expunge the gushers there. But yeah, I mean, if no one's got anything else to say at the very end, I guess we'll do our sign off, sayonara.
Yeah. You know me, YouTube Candy Queen Charlotte. Twitch, Candy Queen Charlotte. Twitter, Sweet Candy Bitch. Charlotte wasn't taken in or anything. I'm just quirky like that. I recently got a Blue Sky, and I think my name on there is Candy Queen Chuck.
A Blue Sky, like the
Yeah.
like the animation studio.
No, it's like this alternate to Twitter.
Oh.
Mm,
Man, so many of those have come up through the years. I don't really, I don't know. I don't think a Twitter alternate really exists. It's kind of like they tried to do Facebook alternates. Facebook was already the alternate to MySpace.
Yeah.
It succeeded. Nothing else really came.
God, I wish MySpace would just come back. But,
Yeah, MySpace would have been the best. Then we can have our Hatoful boyfriend page.
Oh yes. I remember seeing a Twitter.
I just got a notification, by the way, on Twitter, and it is you. It says you're a bottom.
What? Who? What?
No, it's like literally, it's like Candy Queen Charlotte. You're a bottom. Like you saying it to me. I'm like, but you don't stream. Yeah, it's because they notify me things like 12 hours after they happen.
Oh yeah. Mine do that too.
But anyway, yeah.
I was like, I did not do that just now.
No, I know.
Yeah, just like somebody out there is like, identity theft is not a joke, Jim. But yeah, it's yeah, I don't know how long Blue Sky is going to last. Honestly, I'm not sure. I just figured I'd give it a whirl.
Sounds like a Montana thing. I feel like that's like their state. It's like the Blue Sky state or something. I don't know.
Yeah.
But anyway.
And then this is Pro Antagonist. Follow him on his streaming channel, BulbaQ. Follow him on the Pro Antagonist.
We're on BulbaQ currently. I got a main channel, Pro Antagonist. I got my Twitter, which is Pro Antagonist 2, because Pro Antagonist was taken. And then, also, just, I know it doesn't matter, but my Boston Raleigh channel has like a new banner and a new profile icon. I wonder what that's about. Maybe something on that in the next week. Maybe a trailer of some kind for like a podcast thing. I've got a lot of crap going on, so I don't know what the hell my next week looks like, but you'll see stuff. Anyway, love you guys. Love you all. Love this game. It's so good. 100% dubs in the chat all day and all night. And yeah. Have a wonderful time, y'all. We're gonna be coming back. Cool.